This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Y'all already know I'm pumped for week 2 of the season. There's still nothing like September football when you still have so much hope in your team. Kansas City went all the way to Brazil. Tough L for them. But we got Travis Kelce touchdown at least. And guess what? Right now, there's a max discount offer where projection lines are at the minimum. Prize Picks is simple and easy to use. All you need to do is pick more on Travis Kelce 0.5 receiving yards. More. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 players, stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks is also the best way to get in on the action on sports in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. Download the app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for Nightcap. Seems like I just got off the radio just a little while ago, but we are back this morning. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. Here he is, my partner and co-host. He's Liberty City's own. He's Bingo Ring of Fame honoree. He's Madden ratings adjuster. He's a former Pro Bowler, All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Thank you, guys. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and do us all a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. I would like to thank each and every one of you that's listening, that's watching, and by word of mouth, thank you for your support and your continued support. Please make sure you check out Shea by LaPortier. If you cannot find Shea by LaPortier in a city or state near you, best believe we're coming, but order it online in the meantime. It is a premium VSOP cognac. It is the best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. If you've tried it, you know this. If you haven't, try it. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Please go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shea Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is also pinned in the chat. We got a very jam-packed show for you this early this morning. We got Shawn Michaels joining us. He'll be our first guest up. We got Triple H joining us. We got the Undertaker joining us. We're going to try to get Bud's trainer, Bomac, to join us also. But this morning, the show is really wrestling heavy. We got a lot of heavyweights coming in. Many believe he's the greatest wrestler of all time, a many-time champion. Here he is joining the stage right now, the legendary Shawn Michaels.
You want him to sit here?
No, you good right there.
Well, it's a pleasure, baby. It's an honor.
Shawn, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Sorry.
Good to see
I
you,
already
man.
know what's coming up now. Sure. I know. Thank you very much.
How you been?
I am wonderful. Appreciate it.
So let me ask you this: what's been one of your biggest challenges? Now you've kind of transitioned, running NXT. What's been the biggest transition for you?
Tying a tie, putting on the suit, looking like a corporate head. No, look, I will say this. I don't know. You guys know probably better than me. You play the game, but then trying to, I don't know, help coach it or teach it.
Right.
Is not always an easy transition.
No.
So
when you're as great as you were, the patience that you need to have, because things that probably came easy to you might not come easy to someone else.
Well, thank you. I mean, first of all, but again, it's the same thing, right? And that was, I will say, that's been the most challenging part. Was some things, I don't know. I was given a gift, and when you're doing it and you're in the moment of it, you're not thinking about that.
Correct.
And then afterwards, so many things you go back and you try to teach. And they ask you, like, well, how this, how that, how did this happen?
Right.
And it was just there. It was just there.
Right.
So, but again, that's been the part where I've had to learn how to convey that in the best possible message that I can. And I was fortunate to be able to have some time as a trainer and a coach before I was in the role that I'm in now.
Correct.
And now, again, I'm able to meet them where they're at. Over the years, I've learned how to do that, is understanding that not all of them are the same, and being able to, again, try to understand where they're at and not to be teaching for 10 years down the road, but meet them where they're at currently.
Right.
And that's been the biggest help for me going forward. And again, one of the things that's also an advantage to us is we teach and then they move on. And so I at least get enough reps because you have a new group coming in.
Yes.
And you kind of have to, it's sort of rinse and repeat, so to speak, with the exception of small little detail things here and there. But for the most part, you end up covering the gambit, and you at least get enough reps at it that it becomes a little bit easier the more you do it.
And that's the biggest thing. When you talk to greats in any particular sport, any particular thing, what came easy is hard. Those that can do, those that can't teach, you did because you could do. Now, how do you show patience, show grace, and says, what came so easy to Shawn Michaels? What was a God-given gift? How do I convey that? Because they're asking you, well, how? You're like, I just did it. And now you got to like, well, you have to do it like this. When no one really had to explain it to you, you just had that God-given gift.
Well, again, that's where I go back to making them, or doing my best to have them really define and delineate and detail what it is they're looking for and asking about. The hardest thing for us is a very natural feel. And also, as you gentlemen know, you almost can't teach timing.
Right, correct.
Timing is something that our business, as yours, sort of hangs on. Through reps, you can get close to it, but a lot of it is a feel and a timing thing, and trying to get them to understand that, and to not, the biggest thing with that, because that may not always get perfectly in sync, but the closer they can get to it, the better chance they have. So a lot of it is teaching them patience in that respect, and knowing that nothing is going to happen easy, but when everything is said and done, more reps is going to give you the better results. You're certainly not going to get worse if you're continuing to hit it time and time and time and time again. And again, that comes down to work ethic. And then when you get into the conversations of wanting to be great, as you guys know, a word that gets tossed around way too freely now.
Yes, absolutely.
And again, trying to really help them understand what it means to try and be that. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to put into practice, attaining
Become
it.
great. Did you always want to be a wrestler? Did you have any idea when you got started many years ago that wrestling would be what it's become? Or as we say in the South, wrestling. Did you have any idea? Because, you know, wrestling, and I know you know this, but a lot of people at home, wrestling used to just be regional. You had you had the South, you had the Northeast, you had the Mid-Atlantic, you had the that's where wrestling was. And then somehow Vince McMahon, he merged all this together. They had the NWA, and they merged all this together, and it became one. Did you want to be a wrestler? And when you started, did you have any idea it would take you to the places that it's taken you, and it would become what it's become?
I'm 60. So when I started, it was Southwest Championship Wrestling. I knew at 12 years old. I saw it one time. I got to stay up late, and all of a sudden this montage comes on. Again, grainy. Again, the production quality was horrible, but you don't know it at the time. And it was the most mesmerizing thing I had ever seen, and I was like, oh my goodness. That's it. It was the perfect display of athleticism, but theatrics. And I just thought to myself, that's what I want to do. And I can remember telling my mom at 12 years old, Mama, I'm going to be a pro wrestler when I grow up. That's nice, honey. But in my mind, by the time I was 19 and got an opportunity to do it, being the Southwest heavyweight champion and having a one-bedroom apartment and my own car was going to be the greatest thing in the world.
Right.
And in 1985, I had just started wrestling. And that was when Vince McMahon first began to go kind of global.
Right.
The first WrestleMania was in Madison Square Garden, I was wrestling in Oklahoma City while WrestleMania was being shown on closed circuit TV at the arena.
Wow.
But I was wrestling while that show was going on, and all we did was hear about it. We heard about it, but then you thought to yourself, like, wow, that's cool. But at that time, all those guys in the territory were telling you he's going to ruin the business, he's going to kill it, he's ruining everything. 2 years later, I'm in Minnesota wrestling, but we're on ESPN now.
Wow.
It was now on cable television. They're trying to compete with Vince. But now everybody knew that New York was the place you wanted to be. So that's the time, again, it was probably 1986 that you started realizing that what he's got going on there is big. But again, had no idea that it would become what it is now. So no, I was somebody that got into it. I guess to answer your question,
you knew early on this
knew
is what I wanted
to do, but a one-bedroom apartment and my own car seemed like the greatest thing in the world. And now we have a life unlike I'd never possibly imagined.
I sat down with Ric Flair, 16-time champ. Sat down with John Cena. We had Uso. I've had many wrestlers and talked to. Many said the greatest wrestler ever is Shawn Michaels. Ric Flair says your understanding of the moment and the timing and the theatrics of it, what goes into it, there's nobody even. I said, well, what about you? I said, he says, there's no one close to Shawn Michaels. He's the greatest. He says, and that's no disrespect to Hogan. That's no disrespect to anyone. Dusty Rhodes, all those guys. There's no disrespect to them. He said, but Shawn Michaels is the greatest wrestler. When you hear someone as established and as well thought of as the Nature Boy himself say that Shawn Michaels is the greatest, how does that make you feel?
It's the greatest compliment a guy could have. To be even be in the conversation.
Yes.
And I don't know. For me, whether it was Rick, I always tried to. Our business is what it is, right? It's entertainment.
Yes. Yes.
But you can still love that. Again, I was still, even though, because I went through my ups and downs, trials and tribulations. But when I was in there, I was the most romantic guy there was about this job.
Yeah.
I was still the 12-year-old kid in there every time, especially when I was in there with Rick or some of these guys, but being at a WrestleMania with John or, I don't know, I was so enamored. I never fell out of love with the opportunity of being able to go in there and do that. And so I think if there was anything that might have been able to set me apart from everybody is that I fully grasped and engaged with that love and that passion and that, again, that romance. Again, again, we say this about the old saying, there's certain who can't be romantic about baseball, who can't be romantic about football. That's how wrestling was for me.
Right.
It was my lifeblood, and so I always allowed myself to be in there in those moments, and I think that came across to people. I think they could see that I was so enamored with what I was doing in there, and I gave myself over to that in a way that made them buy into it was real to me while it was going on in there, because every ounce of it was for me, and it was an opportunity to be able to, I don't know, to convey my love for this unbelievable job that I had. So I don't know. I hope that answers your question, and I hope that kind of gets it there. So
you know what? I have one question that always happens. It happens to all of us that have played a sport, with regards to what respective craft that it is you do. Once you transition and you no longer can play said sport, have you been able to find something else that you're passionate about and that you love?
Yeah.
That you can pour into the same way you did wrestling that made you one of the greatest?
I'll say this. For me, it's obviously my family, but it's also this. Again, it is now, because, again, I had a wonderful change in my life with my faith and my wife and our children. now I'm able to do this job, but I'm able to pass it forward. I feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose.
Right.
I do one thing well in this lifetime, and it's wrestle. And I'm able to use that gift to give other young men and women that come through the doors of the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, the opportunity to have the amazing life that I've been given through this line of work. And so, and hopefully have an influence on them to live that in a positive and, successful way, but still be intact when they're done with it. Again, whether it's, the NFL, the NBA, or wrestling, the WWE, we have good stories and we have very sad and tragic stories. I want theirs to be a story that it ends with joy and happiness and peace. And so that's something, again, that Hunter put into the Performance Center when he started it 14 years ago, was a culture that was going to be unlike the business that we broke into.
Yes.
And that is something that we want to pass the tools of professional wrestling forward, but at the same time, we want the culture of our business to be different and to be more positive than it was when we got into it. We want to leave it better off than the way we came into it. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we're trying to do, obviously, from a culture perspective as well.
When you devote so much of your life and your time to something, when you give so much to something, it takes a little from you also. When you travel and you do what you do, because people think, well, Shawn's only wrestling once a year because he's only doing the main event. He's only doing, a Summerfest or SummerSlam. That's not the case. You guys are on the road sometimes 250, 300 days a year. And yes, it's entertainment, but you're actually falling. You're falling on that mat. You're falling on those chairs. You're falling on that. And so you play the game of football, you play the game of baseball, basketball long enough, your body, it takes a toll on your body. How did your body feel now at 60 that you look back on it like, you know what? Because people ask Ocho and I all the time, knowing what you know now about the concussions and the toll it's going to take on your body, would you do it again? Yep.
Absolutely.
I probably would have started earlier. If knowing what you know now and how your body feels, Shawn, would you do it again?
Hell yes. I have had my back fused. I've had my shoulder replaced. I got 2 knees that I'm getting replaced in probably a month, and I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Again, I knew that going in, as you guys did.
Yep.
I knew the price that was going to come along with it. When I worked on the road, we did 286 days. When I got a part-time schedule, it was 150 days. And I enjoyed every minute. I'm fortunate, again, especially later in my career, to have a wife and children that understood that. They still support me now. As you know, that's so important to have.
Absolutely.
But again, it's a part of who I am and who I've always been, and they recognize that. So, yeah, I'm with you guys. If they'd have given me a chance to start earlier, I would have. But again, you had to wait till you were 19 to get a license in Texas to be a wrestler. Right. So I waited till I was 19.
You were a part of many, many blockbuster wrestling events. This one we have, Canelo versus Crawford, is probably the biggest event that we've had in the boxing arena in a very, very long time, because you got 2 champions, undisputed champions. Bud in the 4-belt era, he's the first male to be a undisputed champ in 2 weight classes. Canelo has dominated the 168 division for the longest time. When you look at this fight and you look at it from a distance, an outside guy that loves fighting, what do you think? How do you think this thing's gonna play out?
So I guess for me, the biggest thing for me is that I'm happy to see boxing back to where, I guess I'll say, at least for me, and I hope that comes across well, back to where it once was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the most positive thing coming out of all of this, when everything's said and done. I will just say I'm not the most educated, but for me it's hard to go, against Canelo.
Right.
And I guess, you know what I mean? That's just, there's so much there, a dominance there, and I guess in my lifetime, every time there's been a dominance like that in boxing, yes, it's got to end sometime. But I'm one of those people that just think that it's not yet.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, but since you got to get both knees replaced, I guess there ain't no chance of you getting back in the ring.
Not a chance. Not a chance. And even look, even if they weren't, I'm so blessed and so fortunate to have done what I've done. But I am so overjoyed to be doing what I do now, and helping the future of the WWE and to be a part of that. NXT is just thriving on Tuesday nights on the CW network, and to help these young men and women, again to achieve their passions and their dreams is something that I didn't know. I had no idea I had enjoyed this much, but it is so great because I think the business is in just tremendous hands for the future.
When did you know it was over? When did Shawn Michaels know I can't do anymore? If I won another title, it's not going to change anything. When did you know it was time to step away?
So my body still felt great. I still had plenty of left in the tank.
Yeah.
But I had a match. Again, it was the one with Undertaker, WrestleMania 25 in Houston, that made me feel so peaceful in a way that I'd never felt after a match in my entire life.
Wow.
I can remember driving home because that's when we still lived in Texas, and we were driving home from Houston, and I looked at my wife and I said, honey, that might be the one I ended it on. And she looked at me, she said, what? And I said, yeah. I said, I feel a peace over me that I've never felt after a match before. And that's when we began to have the conversation, and it was the next year. They wanted to go back with one more with The Undertaker, and we obviously, put my career on the line and all that kind of stuff. And I had seen so many people struggle with it, leaving and walking away.
Yeah, it's hard. Getting in is easy, Shawn. It's the getting out part that's hard.
Well, and I watched so many guys struggle with that, and I felt like here I was at this opportunity where that wasn't going to be the case with me.
That was going to be you.
Yeah, and I was still healthy. I was still able to go. I was able to leave, as they say, on a high note.
Yes.
And so I just couldn't picture it being any more perfect than that. And so made that decision and have never looked back and regretted it. Again, I don't know. I just it was something that I've had such peace with. And again, like I said, I feel very fortunate to have had that because I know so many have struggled with it in the past.
Even though you have peace, do you miss it?
I don't. Not being in there, the physical aspect of it,
right.
I don't miss. The travel, I don't miss. I guess I'm able now to still kind of get that same charge when we're sitting there and I'm telling a story to these talents where I'm trying to convey this is what we're looking for out of this match, and we're going to tell this story, and this is going to happen, and at the end, hopefully they come unglued.
Yeah.
And when that happens and it all comes together, it's that feeling once again, but it's you watching the joy in that talent's heart. And again, when they're finally getting it. So it's in a different aspect that I receive kind of that charge that I used to have when I got in the ring.
Yes, sir.
Last question. Is there anybody that's currently wrestling, be it WWE, been an NXT, nonstop wrestling? Is there anybody that reminds Shawn Michaels that you see?
I'll say this: from an NXT standpoint, we have an unbelievable roster. I think somebody who you have to keep an eye on. He's 21 years old, and his name is Javon Evans.
Okay.
He's unbelievably dynamic, unbelievably talented, gifted. He just turned 21, I believe. And the future is so bright for that young man. He's going to be somebody that's going to be very big in the WWE, and obviously, I think probably before long, he'll probably be a flag bearer in NXT. So I'm excited to see the trajectory of his career.
Thanks for coming on, giving us a few moments of your time. The great Shawn Michaels, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you all so much. Thank you all. Thank you, guys.
Pleasure, baby.
Shannon,
Appreciate it,
thank you,
Shawn. Thank you. Oh man, this was amazing to really sit down and, like I said, I've been a wrestling fan. My grandpa used to take my brother and I to wrestling matches. Savannah Civic Center. We used to go to Baxley. We used to go to Vidalia.
Want me to get him?
Yeah. Used to take my brother and I, and we see all those when it was Georgia Championship Wrestling, and it was great. it was great. And to sit down and have a conversation, like I said, I've interviewed Ric Flair, I've interviewed John Cena, met a lot of wrestlers, and to sit down with Shawn Michaels, it's been great, and I'm glad we got an opportunity to catch up with him.
I think you already went up.
Yeah, he getting ready to go. But it's great. It's great to Ocho. It's also Ocho the chat killing you.
Why?
They say, man. They say you need to get a towel and put over your lap. Them short ass shorts you got on. They say
Wait, they don't like my shorts.
They say you out there like Isaiah Thomas and Dennis Rodman.
Oh, nah. These are this part of the summer collection. Hold on, they ain't that short.
Damn! I'm glad you got a jock on.
Hey, Chad, they short? They too short?
Are they?
Huh?
Chad, y'all, I'm glad he got a jock on.
You see them legs though? I'm in shape. Hey, I'm in shape.
And how you doing? Good to see you, bro. Thank you.
What's up, baby? Where you been at?
Man, it's been
You good? How's everything?
I'm trying to be like y'all. Being here, trying to be like y'all.
I see your guy started up on you on Twitch. Yeah. Appreciate you.
All right.
Who? Stan, you got a few minutes? Ocho, they be killing you though in the chat.
Who? No. Ain't nothing wrong with my shorts, man. They tripping. Hold on. You know what it is?
What is it?
They so used to this new baggy look, pants all down your head, pants all the way down here. And see, I do a little bit of everything. Yesterday,
no, they're not used to seeing your hamstrings in shorts.
What, man? Wait,
Nobody.
That's the fact. You got to understand, Unc. Remember,
Yeah.
Stan, what they do, baby?
What's up?
Man, listen, if I had your hands, I'd cut mine off, man.
Get me some McDonald's, man, so you can get in shape. You know what I mean?
We got legendary broadcaster Stan Verrett joining us. Stan, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Nothing like the energy of fight night in Vegas.
Nothing.
You know?
Yes.
There's nothing like a fight. Vegas was built on fighting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got the casinos and we understand that, but there's something about a buzz, the electricity that's in the air when a big time fight hits town in Vegas.
And the funny thing about it is it took a fight like this to get that magic, to get that buzz back in Vegas. There have been many fights, but nothing just like this that brings back that feeling of Manny Pacquiao Mayweather.
Absolutely. I was here. We were here for 8 days. I was with ESPN then. We were here for 8 days for that fight. ESPN said we want to own this fight. So I was parked here the whole time, and you could just feel it ramping up as the week went on. And then by the time we got to the fight, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
You mentioned you and Neil Everett. You guys the transition. You're going to try to recreate what you guys had on ESPN.
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I read you're going to Twitch.
yes.
So you're taking your talents to Twitch.
Exactly.
What was the thought process in doing that?
So our producer, Jeff Anderson, is really in tune with the digital space.
Yes.
And so he saw that Twitch gave us a lot of functionality to do live because initially it was mostly gamers on Twitch.
Yes.
And so, exactly.
Yes.
So they need a lot of functional capability to go live. You got to be able to see the gamers. You got to be able to see the action on the screen. So we are sort of adapting that for sports. Now, it's already, Chad, you probably know, the European soccer guys are already on Twitch, and they're doing live shows on Twitch already.
Yes.
There's a bunch of radio stations that are streaming their shows on Twitch. So it's, we think we found something really, really good in that platform that helps us go live, interact with fans who are listening to the show, watching the show. They can ask questions, they can comment, and we can deal with them in real time. And then we take the show later, we put it on YouTube and all the traditional platforms.
I like it.
So
I like it.
We're going to get you out of here on this one. Prediction. What do you think is going to happen? Canelo, Crawford. Crawford taking a big risk, going up, basically pole vaulting 3 weight classes. Canelo is,
yeah.
It's Canelo.
The thing is, I think it's going to come down to, can Canelo handle Bud's ability to switch southpaw to orthodox?
Which is why he had boots in camp.
Exactly. Versus Bud's ability to take a punch.
Right.
I don't know if sparring-wise he had anybody who's as big as Canelo in camp who hits with the power of Canelo.
Canelo hits with.
Because if you had somebody that big who hits that hard, he wouldn't be a sparring partner.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
He'd be wearing a belt.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think in the first couple of rounds, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if Bud feels like I can box, I can fight him, I can stand in the middle and fight him.
No.
Or if he's going to box him.
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
gotta
I don't
box
think
him.
he can get lured into trying to
Trade
stand
and
in the
trade.
middle and
No.
trade with him because
Macho down.
some heavy hands.
Right.
You know, so it's gonna is it gonna be a slugfest or is it gonna be a boxing match?
Right.
Slugfest, advantage Canelo. If it's a boxing match, advantage Bud.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Styles dictate fights.
Yep.
Yeah, always.
Good
always.
luck to you and Neil on the endeavor on Twitch. Congratulations on the great success that you had the 25 years at ESPN.
Thank you, man.
Best of
Appreciate
luck.
it. Hey, man, I'm trying to be like you guys. You know what I mean? So if you have anybody with any more $100 million contracts, you know, tell them you got some people who are interested.
All right. Will do. Pass
Hey,
that
man,
along.
good seeing you guys. All right.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we got Triple H next.
Yeah.
I know who that is. Triple H.
Huh?
Triple H. We got Triple H. I think Triple H is coming to us.
Yep.
Triple H is
We got
coming to us.
Triple H coming to the stage.
Triple H. Triple H.
Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate
Boss
you.
man, what's up, baby? You good? How's everything? We good to see you.
This
Yes, sir.
side. This other here. Yeah.
Clean, baby. Clean.
Trying.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
We're doing amazing.
Thanks for having me on.
Now, we hear there's like like you got something big that you want to announce. Is there any hint? You know, you want to like divulge? You want to let us in on right now?
I don't want to be the worst secret keeper on the planet. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got some big news today about the future and how things are happening with WWE. But it's going to be exciting, and I'm thrilled we get to do it here today in the shadow of Canelo Crawford. It's nice.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, WWE and UFC now you guys are under the same umbrella, TKO. Correct?
Yes, absolutely. TKO. It's WWE, UFC, PBR, Pro Bull Riding in there.
Wow.
You know, the few other random things, but yeah, it's great to be partnered with him. It's great. Dana's a genius. Thrilled to work with him, and so far it's a wonderful collaboration.
Is this secret anything to do with WrestleMania 2027? I mean, could it possibly be anything headed in that direction?
You are in the ballpark.
I'm in the ballpark.
You are in the
Here we go.
ballpark.
There we
Yeah,
go.
for sure. Yeah. I'm just going to say sometimes secrets are hard to keep around here, so there might be rumors floating around. I don't know.
To get in the sport of wrestling, I mean, obviously, your father-in-law and you guys, you're running and you're doing a great job of this right now,
you.
Triple H, doing what you do. But as a kid, did you always want to wrestle? Did you do other things, or how did you get into the sport of wrestling?
Yeah, so it's a funny thing is as you grow up, especially then, and it's one of the reasons why I did what I did within the company of creating what we call NXT. That's our developmental system.
Yes.
Because there was never a pathway to get into pro wrestling. If you want to be a WWE superstar, it's like trying to be a trapeze artist. Like, where do you, right? You know, where do you start? Right.
Right.
And I grew up a huge fan. Really, in the back of my mind, you know, man, that if I could do one, if you would say to me as a kid, what's the one thing you'd want to do? Be a WWE superstar. I did all the other sports. Started bodybuilding and lifting weights when I was 14 with the mindset of, if I want to be a WWE, so you got to go to the shows, see these guys are huge. I got to get bigger. I got to get there. So, you had to find a way. I was lucky in that somebody pointed me in the right direction. I had met a world's strongest man, Ted Arcidi, at the time, and he
First guy to bench 700 pounds.
First guy to bench press 700 pounds, and had a brief stint in the wrestling business.
Yeah.
Parlayed that into business for himself. Very smart guy. I had met him and asked him, how do I get in the business? And he would always try to discourage me from it. And then eventually, when I bugged him enough, he gave me a number. I went and trained with Killer Kowalski. And yeah, fortunately for me, it took off. But now we've changed that game. We've tried to make the pathway. So we recruit heavily in colleges. We have an NIL program. We call it Next in Line. We have NIL kids across the country that have an interest in WWE that are part of promoting us to all these events that they go to. And then we work with all those kids that have an interest in this, or maybe didn't know they had an interest.
Right.
But you know better than anybody, right? Like the NFL, it's such a small percentage of folks that get in there.
Yeah.
You can be the best of the best
Yes.
and all of that, but then there's this moment in time where you have whatever the slightest difference, and you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
And this is a career choice for them where they come to Orlando, Florida, they see our facilities, they think, wow, this is like being in a D1 college. I have that level of professionalism. Let me give this a shot. And it's performance. So it's athletic performance. And if they can make it work for them, then the sky's the limit, just like any other sport.
You guys are based. That training center is in Orlando, right?
It's in Orlando. We're in the process of building a new one now in Orlando.
Okay.
It'll be even bigger and better.
Okay.
Our main offices are in Connecticut.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
LA, but Orlando's the developmental.
When I think about all you've accomplished, your thought growing up as a kid, always wanting to wrestle, everything that you poured into the sport, it's pouring back into you now. Are you able to have a life outside of wrestling at all, where you can have other hobbies, other passions that you actually enjoy?
Yeah, though, I'm going to go on a limb and say probably like both of you, I enjoy fitness. I enjoy being in the gym. Like that's my solitude, that's my church, that's my place. I go to ground and have that foundation for me is training and all of that. But then other than that, it's my wife and my kids.
Right.
And, my family, it's not like my wife wasn't in the business as well. My family, all of that. So sometimes hard to get away from.
It
but
is.
I say this to people all the time, and I think you two will get this. People talk about work-life balance. It's bullshit. There is no such thing. You know
Not
what
if
I
you
mean?
want to be great at something, there ain't.
No, and all you can really do is your best at whatever it is you're doing in that moment.
Right.
So when I'm at work, I try to be at work. When I'm with my kids, I try to put work aside and dedicate that time to my kids
them.
or my wife or whatever that is that we're doing, and not sort of be, oh yeah, I'm at my
In
kids'
between places that
my kids' game or with them,
thinking
but
about work.
I'm on my phone
Yes.
the whole time trying to do business. Right? I tell people I'm gonna be off for an hour or two. I'll pick back up in a little bit. Now I'm with them, and it's hard. It's easy to say that, harder to do it.
Right.
But that's the goal for me, and I'm thrilled that at this point in my life, I still get to do what I love. A lot of people, when they finish football, they finish basketball, they finish wrestling, whatever it is, it all just stops.
Right.
And that's hard to handle. For me, it's never stopped. When I couldn't do this anymore, I was already plugged in, maybe deeper than I even wanted to be, and everything else. So, for me, I've been fortunate that passion that I have for it still continues to this day. And I say this a lot. For me, it's almost like now, as I get to help these other kids grow and find success in this business, it's almost like watching your kids do it. Your own career is fabulous. Your own achievements are incredible. When your kids do it, when your kids reach their goal, when they have that moment, it's a different level of pride. And I think that's where I'm at with it now, is watching these kids succeed and do what they do. To me, is almost more than my career was.
H, how hard is it? Because, and you had Shawn Michaels before you came on, and he was so gifted. You were so gifted at what you did, and it came natural to you. And when you try to tell someone else how to do it, and they said, well, how? And he was like, why can't you pick that up? Because it was so easy to you. How is it that because I think the greater the athlete is probably the harder it is for him to do it, because a lot of things were God-given.
Yeah.
And he or she doesn't understand how they did it.
Yeah.
They just did it. It just came natural.
I find that all the time. Look, I like to think for myself, I think to some degree I was gifted for it, but to some degree I wasn't. Shawn is one of the most incredible athletes I've ever seen, right? And can do stuff. And one of my favorite opponents, I've said it all the time, I think he's the greatest in-ring performer of all time. His athletic ability, second to none. I didn't have that. I had to learn the other aspect. To me, I don't know, this is reference to my childhood, but to me, I was much more Larry Bird than I was, right? Anybody else. Because he wasn't the most athletic guy, couldn't jump the highest, couldn't run the fastest, but his knowledge is all that stuff, right? So I had to put in the work on the other side. But I have seen that a million times over, where you see guys that are incredible at what we do, and then they try to tell it to somebody else, and I'm like, what are you talking about? That's totally wrong. Like, you don't even know why what you do works. Right. And it's tough for people to get, but it's I'm a big collaborator for stuff. So if I'm trying to explain things to somebody or try to get them to a certain place is not working, let somebody else take a stab at it.
Yeah.
It just takes that one sometimes buzzword or the right perspective for somebody to go like, oh, he told me I didn't get it at all. But what you just said, I get that.
Right.
You know, and it's a different take. And sometimes they just got to figure it out for themselves.
For themselves.
Yeah.
No, but when growing up, and I know you came into the sport. So how long have you been in this thing? 30 years?
Oh, yeah. I started 92, 93.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by that time, Vince had already kind of like taken it from WWF to WWE. But we were talking to Shawn, and I grew up in the South, and so it was Georgia Championship Wrestling with Gordon Solie.
Yes.
And wrestling was regional. You had the Mid-Atlantic, you had the Midwest, you had the Southwest. And so now what Vince was able to do was bring all of that under one umbrella. And so now you didn't have, and it had the NWA also. Yeah. So I remember all
NWA, AWA,
yes.
And it was all over the place, yeah.
So my grandfather used to take my brother and I to all these little, to see Bobo Brazil and Crusher Blackwell and Andre the Giant. So we saw all Dusty Rhodes, all these guys coming up. And I remember like, man, I want to be a wrestler. But then football kind of like captivated me. Was it like that for you when you saw it for the first time? Did you understand like, man, I kind of like that. I kind of dig that. I think I could do that.
I did. I was a kid and very young, but man, it was for me. And I was fortunate. I grew up I'm born and raised in New Hampshire, right?
Okay.
So Boston sports for me. I grew up in the Larry Bird era, the Parrish and all those guys, right? McHale and all that. I also grew up in the Carl Yastrzemski and the Red Sox era, right? Like everybody, that Boston sports scene was incredible. But for me, I was aware of all that, and I'd go to some of that. But the thing that resonated for me was wrestling. Yeah. And like you, I was fortunate when cable came in where I lived. I got the WWE, but I got the NWA, I got Georgia Championship, I got Florida, I got Texas, I got the AWA.
Yeah.
So I had this well-rounded sort of view of what the business was because they were all slightly different. Vince was a genius that saw cable coming and the regional going away and national becoming the thing, and eventually global. To some degree, for the talent, that time frame was almost better because the guys that you saw that were successful at the highest of levels, like in WWE, had been places for years, honing their craft. And,
yes.
Right? You just read about them in magazines, but maybe you hadn't seen them.
They used to have wrestling magazine. I don't know if they still have them. Do they still have wrestling?
They do, but who reads magazines now? You know what I'm saying?
Everything's
it's a click.
Now.
Yeah, it's a click, and you're there and you get all the information, but. Yeah, the time was different, and that ability to go all those different places. Now we get these kids, they come in from college in a couple of years. If they start doing this and they start training, hopefully within a couple of years, they're on NXT. They've got national exposure on the CW that, people could have only dreamed of years ago.
Yeah.
And it's changed. And, it's an interesting thing is like you talk about football. If you go slightly back just before my generation of it, football wasn't the money-making thing that it is now. So you had guys like Wahoo McDaniel, Big Cat Ernie Ladd, who were wrestling in the offseason.
Wahoo played for the Broncos. Ernie Ladd played for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Absolutely. And for a lot of them, they would play if they, unless they were top guys, like the money was better year-round in wrestling than it was for the short season of football.
Correct.
And a lot of them gravitated out of football and into wrestling full-time.
Some of them had to get part-time jobs because you're right.
Absolutely.
There was not, we look at it now, you see guys making $50 and $60 million. Even it wasn't like that.
No, there were very few guys making six figures.
Yeah.
Right? Like
very few.
Very few.
Very few. Basically only your quarterbacks. When I got in the league, your quarterbacks, and then you had the top defensive linemen like Reggie White and Bruce Smith.
Right.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there were not a whole lot of guys making $500,000 or $1 million. That was just unheard of money back then, unless you were the top guys. What do you think is the ideal? So because you have to be able to entertain, but you have to be athletic. You have to be able to be skilled. And people don't realize that, okay, yes, entertainment, but you hit the mat.
Oh, without
you
a doubt.
hit the table.
Yeah.
You run into the turnbuckles. The accumulation of that, it adds up, H.
Absolutely. Our business is like getting in a car crash every day.
It is.
And it's day after day, and there's no off season, and so it's a tough, very physical business. It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Because
but for
people think, they think, H, people think because they only see the SummerSlam and they only see the big events, that's all there is.
That's all they do.
No, that thing is like, Shawn Michaels saying he traveled in the beginning 286 days.
Yeah, we all did then. Now it's different now, right? It's much more a weekly, you're wrestling once, twice a week. It's a lot better family life for people, right? We have brought that into a place. When you're trying to build a business, you got to do it differently.
Absolutely.
And now it's in a different place, and the money is different, and everybody's living different. But the physicality is still there.
It's still the same.
It's not there. And I say this to everybody. The casualty rate's 100%. No one walks away unscathed in our business. You're going to get injured.
Yes.
It's going to happen.
It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. And you've got to deal with that. And then if you're have the right mindset and you're driven, you come back better, and you come back harder. But the thing in our business that's interesting is it's not always the most athletic. And you said it a little bit ago that sometimes the most athletic guys, it comes easy to them. And when shit gets hard, they don't push as hard. In our business, sometimes I could make you a list of the guys, Hulk Hogan, love him to death, biggest star of all time, not the most athletic guy on the planet.
Correct. Yeah.
John Cena, not the most athletic guy on the planet. A lot of those guys, the list of people who are incredibly, they have incredible charisma, incredible crowd presence, incredible ability to control a crowd and tell a story.
Yes.
That's more important. Charisma is king in our business.
Absolutely.
So that the athleticism, doesn't matter how fast you can run, doesn't matter how much you can bench press, just matters if you look like you can, right? And so it's a different mindset, right?
That's what made Rick special. Rick could talk. Rick could talk. Dusty Rhodes, guys that can talk and can be limousine ride.
when you talk about those folks in that time frame, when people can still quote their promos from that generation, after all these years, half the kids today that are running around doing the limousine ride, jet flying, relegated shoe wearing, Rolex wearing, they're doing all that stuff. I don't even know if they've ever seen Rick wrestle.
Probably not.
And the same, with Hogan, people can still repeat that, his catchphrases and his moments, The Rock, Stone Cold, all those people. But Dusty Rhodes, people still talk about his Hard Times promo.
Yeah.
Right? Like, those things are iconic. That is what we do, right? We are, I say this a lot of times when people don't understand, like if we're talking to network executives, they're trying to figure out what we are. I say we are less boxing and more Rocky.
Right.
We're not the sport. We're a movie about the sport. And Rocky is really a love story.
Yes.
Right? Just happens to have boxing as a background and the metaphor for all the things he has to overcome and do. Our business, when you talk about that emotion, you talk about the storytelling, you talk about all those things, that's really where it resonates.
Yes.
And those are things, it's why our business is evergreen. Very few people, unless you're an incredible, student of the technical aspects of it, nobody goes back and watches a Super Bowl from 5 years ago. People will go back and watch WrestleMania 3 to this day.
Yep.
40
years
later.
Hogan and Andre.
Yeah, 40 years later, they're still watching it, right? It's the story, it's the spectacle, it's all those things. That's where we're different. We're spectacle and storytelling. The athleticism is a huge factor of it. I don't want to negate it. The in-ring product, all that stuff. But that ability to speak, that ability to control the crowd, that innate charisma, that in other sports, if Conor McGregor comes back and fights in UFC tomorrow, he's the biggest draw they have.
Because he can sell it.
And he hasn't won a fight in, 10 years? And he hasn't fought probably in almost 10 years, right? Like, it's incredible. Mike Tyson announces he's going to do something here. Everybody pays attention because he has that charisma and that innate ability to make you want to pay attention.
Yeah. H, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Honor.
It's good to see you. All right, yes, sir. Thank you.
Anytime you need us, you know how to get in touch.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Same here. Thank you.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll see you at the show soon.
Appreciate you.
I can wrestle if you need me.
I know a guy.
Good to see you. Hey, that was he runs the took over for his father-in-law.
Undertaker.
Yeah,
Undertaker.
WWE. That's Triple H.
Hey, holy shit, the Undertaker.
Boom. What's up, bro? I'm good. Good to see you, Undertaker.
What's up, bro? Good. You good? How's everything? I'm good to see you.
This side over here. Yeah. Man, how you been?
I've been good, man.
Yeah.
Busy, but we're good.
Yeah, busy is a good thing.
Busy is a good thing.
Man, you know that meme. Everybody should that meme.
I got more memes than I know what to do with, man. Is that when you know you made it, when you got memes?
Oh yeah. You've actually made it. You have officially arrived once you have memes.
So how you been?
I've been good, man. Really busy. A lot of things happening with WWE, and just trying to lend a hand where I can.
Yeah.
When you got into the sport, did you have any idea that the WWE would be this?
No.
Would grow to what it's become?
Absolutely not, man. We were just trying to fill up arenas, make a little money.
Yeah.
And maybe sell, back then when I started, there were 4 pay-per-views, right? There was the big 4, and that was it. We were trying to sell pay-per-views, sell some T-shirts, and no clue that Netflix was going to come along, and the kind of money that these deals are.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can't imagine, back in 1990.
Yeah.
What 2025 is going to look like.
And talking to Rick was talking about how he used to wrestle in high school gymnasium, and he would wrestle 3 or 4 or 5 times in a single day.
Yeah.
In order to, because there was no money. I mean, you guys making $50, or guys making just enough money to put gas in their car and go to the next locale. And here we are, guys are making real money.
Yeah.
They got families, they got wives, they got kids, they have nice homes now. It's a different era now for wrestlers.
Oh, absolutely. We call that paying your dues, right?
Right.
When you come up, you and it's not even like, there's so many times where I would have to go and help set up the ring just to get on the card.
Right.
And maybe even have to, sometimes chip in for some, not make any money. But
Right.
that's just how important ring time was. I mean, we didn't have you didn't have a PC or all the ways to prepare as we do now. And I was telling a story earlier about the first time that I went to like an H&R Block, paid I'm 1 year in the business.
Right.
And I got this bag full of receipts, right, that I'm giving this guy. And he says, and he's reading it like I wrote it down wrong. He said, in 8 months, you drove 45,000 miles? And I was like, yes, sir. And he says, and you made 12,226. And the guy was serious. He was an old timer, right? And he pulls his glasses down. He looks over his glasses. He goes, son, can I give you some advice? He said, you might want to find a different line of work. But that was paying your dues, and now here we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And speaking of line of work, growing up as a kid, did you actually know you wanted to wrestle from jump, or was there something else you wanted to do? For me, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I wanted to be a veterinarian because I was into animals. I was into the killer whales and dogs of that nature. And then football came on.
Right.
And that's what happened.
Right. No, I was a big fan as a kid of wrestling. But again, I thought I was going to play football.
Right.
And that was always, I thought that was my dream.
That was your way out.
That was my way out.
Yes.
I ended up playing basketball. And then wrestling kind of came back around. I was training at this gym between my junior and senior year of college. And this guy's working out, and he's like, hey man, you ought to go through this wrestling school with me. And I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna try and play some pro ball overseas, right?
Right.
And every day I'd come in, he'd hit me up, and then I start catching up with the product again. And it was a lot different even then than what it was when I was a kid.
Right.
And I've always kind of been very like a
pretty practical, and I know what my abilities are and what
Yes.
my abilities aren't. And then, I start thinking about it, like, do I want to be the 12th man on a bench in Lithuania at 21 or 22 years old?
Right.
And then I, kind of like, well, dang, there's not a lot of big athletic guys in wrestling at the time. And that's kind of how it started. And once I started training, then it was like, okay, yeah, this is it. This is what I want to do.
But you mentioned it's a lot different now than it is. They got NXT, where they got the training program. Just H was on, Triple H was on, and he said they're building an even bigger.
Yes.
Down in Orlando. That's where they send all the guys that, people want to pass through and think they can make it into WWE. That's where they go through. You guys didn't have that. So these guys now have an advantage that you guys didn't have.
Right.
And they have guys that come like yourself, and they have Shawn Michaels, who's the director of that, to go back there and help them guys out. Have you found it difficult to be able to share what you know with kids? Because those that can do, those that can't teach. You could do, but now sometimes they ask you to teach.
Yeah. No, and that's a great question. But I think the biggest thing for me is that we have so many athletes now. Like, we recruit. Like, we will have people at the combine.
You go to colleges.
Yeah, we go to we'll go to the combine. We'll go to pro days, and we got people there. Because we have to continue to feed the system.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. When I came up, either you had it like I was a fan. I want to do this. You have a certain understanding of the business, right? Even as a fan.
Right.
Well, we're getting people that have never been.
Y'all like the Army now. Y'all looking for a few good men.
We are a few good men and a few good women.
women.
but not understand. We're taking them from ground zero, so they don't understand the business or any concept.
Right.
So trying to, the way that I come up, and the way that my process was, sometimes I get some blank stares, like I have no idea what this man's talking about, and then you have to continue to break it down, and hopefully they feel.
Let me ask you. H was saying the most important thing isn't athleticism, it's charisma.
Yeah.
It's being able to hold this microphone and do what a Ric Flair could do, do what a Dusty Rhodes can do what a Rock can do what a John Cena could do. Captivate that audience, hold that audience. They're hanging on everything that you say.
Yeah.
People still can recite that Ric Flair, jet set, limousine ride, Rolex wearing, alligator. He's wasted more liquor in a year than you made in a lifetime.
Yeah.
They know that.
Yeah.
Would you say, what do you think is the most important thing that a wrestler needs to have in order to be what you become, what Shawn Michaels was, what Rick?
You have to have the ability to make somebody care, right? Bar none. There's been a lot of guys that have made a lot of money that can't wrestle a lick. I mean, if I'm being honest, right?
Yeah.
But again, you put this in their hand.
Yeah.
You're on the edge of your seat, like, oh, shit, right?
Right.
That's number one. You have to make, and they don't have to love you. They can hate you.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
They just have to have you have to be able to make people feel a certain way.
Yes.
And if you got that,
everything else will take care of itself.
Everything else can take care of itself.
Yeah.
You don't need to be. We always say Luthez. Luthez is an old timer that could really wrestle.
Right.
Yeah.
He could do it all. Right. So you don't have to be Luthez, but man, if you can make somebody feel a certain way, then you got a really good chance of being successful.
That's dope.
If I ask you, give me your Mount Rushmore wrestlers. If you get four heads to put on there, the greatest wrestlers of all time, who would you put up there?
So again, I go back to who were the most, I guess, instrumental in the history of wrestling, and I put Andre the Giant on there.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Stone Cold, and the fourth, Ric Flair. I think those guys are synonymous with the history of our industry, right? Now, there's been guys that are better talkers.
Yes.
There's other guys have been better wrestlers.
Yes.
But for guys that had impact, those are my four. And
a lot of people don't really. Andre was at the very, very beginning because Andre started. I remember him. I saw him in Baxley, Georgia, when it was Georgia Championship Wrestling. Because it was South, it was regional. You had Mid-Atlantic, you had the Midwest, you had Georgia, Florida, you had Southwest. And so I got an opportunity to see him, and I just remember as a kid looking, like, there's no man in the world ever been this big.
You're right.
Yeah. What most people didn't understand with Andre, and this is what he was doing back then, he was in a different place every day,
Yeah.
right? He would be down in Mid-South, and then he would be in California, and then he would go to Japan.
Yeah.
He was the international superstar long before anybody else.
Yes.
Right.
He was the first guy that was on Johnny Carson and
Yes.
all of those shows.
Yeah.
And he didn't talk, but people was in awe of his size.
Size,
Because
yeah.
nobody had ever seen a man that big. They
Right.
had never seen a man with his hands that wore a size 23 ring, and whatever size he weighed 500 pounds. He was over 7 feet tall.
Right.
So, like, am I ever going to see somebody that size again in my life? I better enjoy this.
Yeah, and it's just I remember going. I grew up in Houston, and I remember him coming to Houston wrestling with the Sam Houston Coliseum there. I think I might have been 10 or 12 years old, and got close enough, to shake his hand, and it was just like,
Like a catcher's mitt.
oh, my hand was lost.
Yeah.
Right? But then, 10 years later, I'm in the same dressing room with Andre the Giant.
That's dope.
right?
That's dope.
Now that's a full circle
That's
moment.
dope.
Yes.
Yeah, and
I remember when him and Big John Studd fought. Every day.
dude, I'll just tell you this about Andre.
If he-
If he want to be alone, he can be alone.
Yes.
I mean,
Rick was telling stories like, if he liked you, he liked you.
Yes.
If he didn't like you, he didn't like you, and there was nothing nobody could say or do, and the match was going to go how he said it was going to go.
Right.
absolutely. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do with Andre? Whatever he says,
Yeah.
that's exactly what you're going to do.
Now that we see the UFC, all this is under one umbrella. UFC, the boxing, and PBR. I mean, and you see the crossover appeal, and you see this big, because I guess this is like, this fight here is as big, the buzz, the electricity that you have like Pacquiao and
Mayweather.
Floyd.
Yes.
This is common because the way you guys put on a SummerSlam and you Summerfest, and the way you guys do that, this is kind of like similar to the buzz that this is creating is
Yeah.
very similar to what you guys do.
Yeah. Well, again, this may very well be the fight of the decade, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
these kind of fights just don't come along.
Not
Right?
often.
And there's just something different about this caliber of fight, right? I mean, I was at De La Hoya and Trinidad and Tyson
a
and
good one.
Lennox.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a different kind of buzz. And then when you put the machine of TKO and
You got Netflix
yeah,
behind
Netflix
you.
Yeah.
behind you.
And you got your guy Turkey.
Yeah, His Excellency.
Yeah, so
I mean, and he is such a huge sports fan,
Yes.
man. It's just crazy the buzz and the attention that's going to be on this fight this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited.
do
I'm
you
excited.
see any when you watch today, and I know you're still a fan of the sport. When you watch today, do you see any young Undertakers coming up?
It's hard. I mean, I see a lot of people that are coming up that are going to be that have potential to be stars. Now, whether their characters or what they are similar to mine, like I guess the closest within the past few years, obviously, was Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
We lost him last year, but he was in that category
Yeah.
of Undertaker-esque. I don't know that anybody's really honed in there, but we have a lot of young talent coming up. And it'll probably be debuting really soon
Yeah.
because the machine, again,
Yeah,
you got to keep it fresh. Yeah.
Did you pick the name Undertaker, or did they give you that name?
That name was given to me by Vince. He had this envisioned in his mind, this character, and basically he needed a big guy with very limited personality. I'm your guy. So again, but it was something that resonated with me. When he was showing, everything was on these big storyboards, and I'm in his office and he's showing me this, and immediately my brain is like, oh, this is I knew I didn't know what it was going to become, but I knew it was different and I knew it was special, and I was like, this is pretty cool.
How many people over the last 15 years have called you by your real name, or everybody just call you Undertaker?
Most people call me Taker. I either get Taker or Dead Man, right?
Okay.
That Dead Man was my nickname.
Right.
And yeah, sometimes people, they'll say Mark, and I don't even turn around. Right. And I'm like, but if I hear Taker, I know, hey, what's up? Right?
Yeah.
Or Dead Man.
Right.
But it's kind of funny, like when you're in public places and somebody, hey, Dead Man, and everybody's
Right.
kind of looking around like, what the hell's wrong with him?
What do you think the number one story that resonate with wrestling fans?
The number one, they have to. Again, it goes back to that connection that I was talking about. If they're invested in you and they care about, so one of the things that a lot of that guys, it takes them a while to figure out because they're so athletic now.
Right.
That's what they want to put. That's what they want to project.
Display.
They want to display their athleticism, and that's great.
Right.
But at the end of the day, your audience will get desensitized, or you have to continue to push the envelope.
the boundary.
Right? Like, okay, I've seen you do a double backflip off the top rope onto the floor to somebody, and I've seen that a couple times. Now, what do you got for me?
Right.
Right. But if you can get them invested in the character, and if somebody does that character wrong, now you got them.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what it's all about. If you love somebody, you're going to pay money to see that dude kick the other dude's ass.
Right.
Or if you don't like that guy for a reason, I want this guy to whoop his, right?
I'm gonna go whether he wins, whether I want somebody to beat him or I want him to win, but I'm gonna go see it.
That's the gist of what we do.
Oh, yeah.
We storytell and we try to get people invested in the characters. Wrestling isn't, and I tell people this a lot, especially the young guys when you were asking me earlier. Wrestling isn't about wrestling moves. Wrestling's about telling stories. We use the moves to help tell the story. But it's all on a connection, and that's the biggest thing. Once that light bulb goes off, then you got a good chance of doing well.
I like that.
You got anything you want to add, Ocho?
Nah, that was it. That was good.
Man, it's been amazing. I mean, to sit down and to watch, like growing up, like I said, I've been a fan and know the wrestling, and to see you and H, and to see Shawn Michaels, and I sat down with Rick, and I sat down with John Cena, and to like you said, to watch guys on television, and all of a sudden through this job allowed me to sit down and sit across from you, man. It is indeed an honor.
Yes.
Well, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys making time for me. This is I enjoy y'all. I love y'all's banter. I've been big fans of y'all's career. That other career you guys had too.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I appreciate
All
it.
right, man. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, boss. It's a pleasure, baby.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
Oh, it's good.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen. I laugh my ass off every time I see it, man.
He was so big.
He's so gnarly, man.
I didn't care. Every time I didn't care.
That's wrestling.
Yes.
That's exactly
Right. All right, baby.
What is it?
Good to see you. Love.
Be blessed.
Yeah. Man, this has been unbelievable. This has been great to like.
You guys got a hop. We just have to hop up.
Oh, you got to pull that thing out.
Yeah, we gotta pull this out. What happened? Oh, we just gotta get another chair in here.
520. Yeah. How you doing, man?
Keep talking.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I forget that we're live, and I need to keep talking to keep the audience here. So I be thinking we in commercial break, but there is no commercial break when you do a live television, and it's continuous. So we don't have. Are we good?
They're ready.
Okay. Come on. All right. We guess what? We got the guys coming to the set. You see them in the morning, 5:20 a.m. The 520 Club 520. They're joining us now. Come on. Good to see you. Hands. Yeah, I see. T, what's up? Good.
What's up, man? I'm trying to line up against you.
Line up against who? You can't even beat me in your own sport.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Everybody be calling you out. Damn. Yeah. Everybody calling you out. I mean, Gilly wants some. I mean, damn.
I seen him in an All-Star game recently.
Who?
He was fouling.
I ain't fouled nobody. I fouled one time.
He said he D'd him up.
Nah, he was fouling. He fouled.
I fouled one time.
How many fouls you
They
had?
called it one. I had one.
I'll be back.
We
Sean,
see you, boy.
Sean, where
we
you been
see
at?
you, boy.
Oh, had a triple single. But with 0 points.
They didn't need me. I was a facilitator.
He was like Kuzma that day.
Who have you beat that you done called out though? I ain't seen no footage.
You talking about me?
Yeah, you.
I didn't say he having a triple double in high school.
I didn't beat D Wade. I'm talking about in his prime when he with the Heat. I beat LeBron. I beat Russell Westbrook. I beat Harden. Who else? I beat
2K?
Carmelo. Huh? I'm talking about really playing for real.
I
Like
thought you was playing 2K. My bad.
2K. What's that? Oh, that's the hooping game.
Oh man.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I played Madden.
You
I don't know.
want hen?
Huh?
You take hen? What a
You too. He way too little.
Nigga too little. He too little.
Waist down, he green, huh?
Like, hey,
He going right the fuck up.
Hey, he look like
I'm 250.
he too little. He too little.
I'm 250. He got a boxer body.
You what?
He got a boxer body.
How much you weigh?
250.
I was in the trenches when I was playing. So what he gonna do with me?
Nah, I'm putting you right in the post, Ocho.
Put him in the post. You too little.
Too little.
Man, that's what I do.
Waist
What you talking about? Hey, but I'm from the trenches. I'm talking about when I played.
Yeah.
I was down there with the big boys. So he
For
talking
what?
about putting me in the box, man. Get your ass out the way.
You remember
What?
when you got hit by Ray Lewis? When you tried to hit Ray Lewis and you
But I
got across
did that
the middle?
all the time. See,
You know what I'm saying? You remember that?
that was one time.
That's what he gonna do in the
Yeah,
post.
bro.
Who? He ain't right. We can start there.
Respect, we down here. This fight, Canelo Crawford. Bud is the first male boxer in the full-belt era to be a two-time undisputed champ. We got Canelo. He's dominated the 168, the super middleweight, and this is what we have. We got two champions.
Yeah.
We got two champions. It ain't no, man, he okay, he's so, what's up? No, we got two champions that's fighting.
Sir.
When you look at Bud, and Bud, this is the ultimate challenge for him.
Yeah.
He's going up 3 weight classes, which that don't normally happen. Over time.
Yeah.
I mean, we see Pacquiao started at 112, and all of a sudden he goes
All the way up.
154. But that's over a period of 15 years. Man, Bud go 3 weight classes in a year and a half.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Bud with the knockout, man. With all that being said,
Hold on. I would love to hear this. As much as I love the sport of boxing and love the sweet science, I would love to hear how the knockout happens. There has to be a story there has to be a story to it. It's
No, it
just
ain't.
not gonna happen.
he gonna catch him slipping. Sweet chin. He going down 8th round, knockout. We back to.
And I think why he said 8th round is because, as we know, if you watch boxing and understand boxing, by the time Canelo hits the 7th round,
Yeah.
he's
Gas.
deteriorating.
Yeah,
he's
a little
coasting,
gas.
and he's tired.
So
Who
you
you
got Crawford in this fight?
Yeah, you know I'm going with
Yeah.
Bud regardless.
He might get tired at that weight though. That's the only downside.
For Crawford.
Yeah.
Because he's not used to
Yeah.
fighting it.
Bro,
that
so
way.
then, you know.
That's the thing. I think the thing is that when you look at somebody that put on that kind of weight, I don't think he put on that kind of weight. He just didn't have to strip all the way down.
Yeah.
Because Bud is stripping down. So basically, he's saving 21 pounds. So because normally he'd have to go down to 147.
Yeah.
Now he's only going down to 168, and he's coming down. Let's just say for the sake of argument, he's coming down from 185.
Yeah.
From 185 to 168 versus 185 to 147.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but at the end of the day, the mental fatigue, because you got to stay sharp. Canelo ain't to be played with now.
That's a fact.
You can say what you want to say. Well, he ducked Benavidez, and he ain't want this one, he ain't want that one.
He did Doug Benavidez.
Okay, he ducked Benavidez. But that mofo, but he fought Triple G.
He did.
He
That's a
did.
fact.
3
He
times.
did. I respect that. See?
And Triple G hit him with some shots that in Rock'em Sock'em Robot would have knocked his head off. We all had Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Yeah.
And Triple G hit him.
Yeah.
Ain't do
And
nothing.
that's the thing. Can Bud put fear? It's like, I can't just walk up in here.
Nah.
Because if he can walk through Bud punches, it's gonna be a long
A
night.
long
It's gonna
night.
be a
And
long
you got,
night.
It'll really,
and-
really long night.
For Bud, you got to box smart. Obviously, you can't fight. This is not a
This is not
person
ego.
that you fight.
Yeah.
It ain't about ego. It's about being smart. It's about boxing, being sharp. Similar to how when he fought Floyd Mayweather, You're not gonna sit there in the pocket and engage with goddamn Canelo. You can get yourself hurt.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do that. He got to get his respect early.
Yeah.
Bud has to hit him with something to get his respect. Be like, okay, I can't just walk through him. He got some power behind that.
That's what Floyd. People look at Floyd. People like, man, look at little Floyd. How many teams you people try to smother Floyd?
That's a fact.
None.
Because when they pop, whoosh. That little rascal. Or was that Mike Tyson?
Nah, for sure.
He's gonna
I
have.
don't know if they would say it with that mic.
But here's the thing. But think about it. How many of all the guys you fought, and everybody say this is how you should fight Floyd? How many of you see him walk through the punches?
No. That's a fact. Nah.
Who's
Floyd
your
was
boxing
different,
style
though.
like?
Mine?
Like, is it like Canelo,
No,
Crawford?
mine. No, I'm like Emmanuel Augustus,
Okay.
the drunken master.
Yeah.
Respect.
That's me. That's me all day.
When your next match? We trying to get you on Netflix.
I'm trying to beat the fuck out of Andre Ward, and he ducking me.
You know, Andre
thought
Ward
it was
got
James
a
Harrison.
lot left in the tank.
I
He
got
ain't
a lot
nothing
left
but-
in my tank,
What, he
too.
like 40, 39, 40?
Yeah.
And he left the game with a lot on the table.
All right, and no, I know. Now I want some of them scraps.
We're gonna put him on the t-shirt.
What you mean? Put it on the t-shirt. Oh, I mean, obviously, if you're gonna put me on the t-shirt, it's gonna be like victorious, winner, legacy. I didn't know Ocho could fight like that, but that boy got hands.
Well,
I didn't know that.
we got this MMA fight first with him and Debo.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat his ass.
Oh, my
damn.
God.
That's first.
Man.
I love you, Chad, man. Ocho.
Hey,
Come on, man.
The one thing this is our problem. We always look at size. We look at people that are massive, and we automatically think, oh my goodness, who would want to do that? Hey, he has a punchable face. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna punch it. That's it. And we doing MMA. He's so big he can't even move. 30
that
seconds
might-
in, he gonna be
Ocho.
tired.
That's true.
He gonna be tired 30
so
seconds
you saying
in.
you're gonna be running the fight?
No, he gonna be running.
I hope
This
you
is
got
what I
some
do.
backups on for Nightcap. My boy gonna be missing some weeks.
See, hey, you know what? Y'all remind me of my teachers in high school. They had they didn't believe in me at all. And this how
You ain't gonna be nothing.
Now you're a rapper.
This is crazy.
that's what y'all remind me of.
Respect.
So I'm gonna have to prove myself.
So when is that lined up?
February.
Oh,
Super Bowl.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's right. That's right around the corner. Make
I
sure y'all
gotta be there for that. Oh, we gotta be there for that.
For sure.
You been training.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's cool.
Oh, you look good. You look good now. You look good.
Everybody got a plan.
Tell us about 520.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, it's 520 amongst a bunch of friends. How did you guys come up with the concept? Whose idea was this? Hey, man, I think we ought to do something digitally. I mean, we boys, we love the game of basketball. We love sports. Let's sit around and chop it up just like we would do. We go over to each other's house and we talk sports. We talk hoops. Whose idea was to put this thing together?
Well, they had a podcast before. I was still playing. I went on their podcast.
Okay.
And it was fun. We was chopping it up. When I got done playing, I was like, I want to be a part of that.
Right.
And I had a club in my basement. My address was 520. And that's kind of how it happened. We were just at the club, chilling, talking, like we doing now.
Right.
And we was like, man, this could be a podcast. This could be fun. But we started off, we didn't talk about sports at all. At all. It was
it was
about
dark. It was
everything
dark.
else.
Everything else but sports.
Nah,
Yeah,
facts. Because DJ really the wizard behind everything.
Right.
Like he's the real
facts.
media guy. He got everything cracking. He had a show called That's an Opinion Media.
Yeah.
Brought me on, and then like bro said, when he got done, he came on, and then once he got done, we just brought it together.
Right.
We already had the chemistry. We didn't know it was gonna turn into what it is, but
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
That's dope. That's live.
When in order to be great at something, Jeff, when you play sports, you got to put time in it.
Yeah,
And
fact.
people think you just get a microphone, you get a camera, you just start talking.
Nah.
Yeah.
And people become resentful because Andrew Schultz told me something. He said the easier it is to make money, the more envious people will become.
Yeah.
Because everybody think they can get a microphone and a camera and just start talking.
That's a
and they
fact.
see you have success, they become resentful of it, but they don't
Yeah.
understand what you put in order to become successful
Right.
at what you do.
Yeah, that's a
fact.
fact.
Have you guys running that? Man, they ain't all that. I don't know how they get all them guys to come on. They showed me Jeff T. He wasn't like that.
Yeah, I got that a lot. I got that a lot. Nah, but we just try to be ourselves for the most part. But we get that, man, it's so easy to do what y'all do. But I tell them it's kind of hard to recreate what we do because we all real friends and we all hang out. And we just talk. And everybody like, we can do that with my friends. But I'm like, y'all don't have a B-hen, bro. I tell everybody, you don't have a DJ. These two dudes, they make the show. my name probably got people to watch at first, but they keep them there.
Right.
And them two dudes, man, they crazy.
I just tell people, go ahead, man. Man, you know, I was thinking about starting. I said, go ahead.
Yeah, facts.
Well, how you do it? You said you was going to start a podcast. You ain't asked me how. Now you want me to give you the secret sauce.
Yeah.
Get a camera, get a microphone. What you want to do, you want to tape it or you want to do it live? Because you're going to need editors, you're going to need graphics, you're going to need social media. It's a lot more, like I said, it's a lot more complicated than what you think.
Yeah.
And people just like, man, that's easy. No, it's not.
Now, the hardest part people have, though, like you said, of course, you got to find the editors and all that. But the biggest thing is, like, if you got a team, y'all schedules.
Yes.
And then having enough stuff to talk about, and then just being consistent.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing for real.
But
for
that's the thing, because man, I can't do that. It's like when you start a workout partner. Man, we ought to work out together. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's up? Man, I'm running 10 minutes late today. Man, I ain't going to be able to make it today, man. I'll catch you. I said, you know what? I'll be by myself.
That's right. Keep talking shit. No, he's trying to point at me like
that's how you be doing the workout.
Let's see, because he was trying to have a serious talk about podcast.
But you're absolutely right, Hen, is that the biggest thing is consistency.
Yeah.
YouTube rewards consistency, and it's hard to get people. People don't understand, bro. This is a real job.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you don't get to call your boss and say, well, I'm going to take off today.
Yeah.
That day, you don't know if you call people. It's like, hey, I'm running late, or you can't just not show up.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is the hardest thing to recreate is chemistry.
Yeah.
Either you have it or you don't.
You can't fake it too.
Nope.
You can't fake it because it'll expose itself over time.
It will. Either you have that personal relationship. And people think, well, man, that's just a class that you take in high school.
Shit.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I ain't
You
passed
either
up.
have that or you don't. You have to understand how to play off of each other. You have to be, and the thing is, people like, I said, nah. I said I had interviewed Ocho for Club Shay Shay once, and that was it. When I started it, I called his agent. Used to work with my agent. He was in his office. I said, man, where's Ocho, man? I said, I want to run something by Ocho. He said, man, that's funny. Ocho in town. I said, really? I said, man, can y'all meet for dinner tomorrow? For lunch. He's like, yeah. So this was a Wednesday. I called him on a Wednesday. Ocho and I had lunch on Thursday. I said, man, I'm thinking about doing this podcast. You know, I'm not with Fox anymore. And I said, I was thinking about doing this. We're going to go around, we're going to go night after the game. So Sunday night, Monday night, Thursday night, we'll go after the game. Probably like 20, 30 minutes. I'm good. He said, you said, hey, let's do it. I said, all right. So that Thursday, didn't have any idea. Got a camera. We ain't do no test or anything.
Yeah.
Hey, we lied. This is what it is.
Just went.
So we end up going like 30 minutes. I'm like, I said, what you think? Man, I like this. I said, all right.
Yeah.
And the rest is, as they say, history. And people just, us telling stories, him telling stories, him wanting to fight everybody, wanting to box everybody, wanting to play everybody.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I say when he was late, though, you got on his ass,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You talking about motherfucker being late. Motherfucker, you was late. To the camera, boy.
This man was hella. He called somebody to pick him up from the airport.
But I always do that. I've been doing that for years, though.
Hey,
I've been doing that for years.
The guy picked him up from the airport.
Okay.
He locks his key in the car. Instead of Ocho saying, man, I really appreciate you, man, being there, but I got this thing. Ocho sit there and wait with the man, wait for the tow truck.
Yeah, but hey, he took the time out to come pick me up, so I just wanted to be, respectful.
I say, what about this? So he want to be respectful to the guy, but don't want to be respectful for his own show.
Yeah,
So I was like, Ocho.
It be your own people.
You right. See, the thing is, that's how Ocho is. Ocho is one of these guys. He'll be right if you and him.
Yeah.
But publicly, man, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing. Okay, Ocho, go ahead. You right, boss man. You right though.
Nah.
But the chemistry that you guys have, the stories that Jeff, that you're able to tell, people want to hear what it was like when you was in the NBA.
For sure.
People want to hear what it's like when Ocho and I played in the league. People want to hear those stories. And that's what, I don't diminish anybody that didn't play a professional sport, because if you cover the game long enough, it's hard for you not to know something.
Yeah.
Now, maybe they don't know what you know,
Right.
from a pin down to a flare to the dunking spot and all that, but they know something.
You hooped.
This before I had 2 repairs. Okay. You know, the escalator.
The escalator.
I respect. I'm an escalator off the court.
But I saw you in the gym. I saw you getting it in.
I'm trying.
You who?
That's why I said you green.
Hold on, who green? Then we got. It's a court down the street.
We can go. We love content.
You got the camera?
Yeah.
We have a 520 versus goddamn Nightcap today. Right after this, what you trying to do?
These ain't no hooping.
I'm gonna wear these. You good?
I got a full roster.
I'm gonna wear these.
He hooping Black Forces.
Yeah, make it fair.
You got who?
Yeah, Black Forces.
Jordan, you can hoop? Oh, we got 3-on-3. What y'all trying to do? That's a show right there in itself.
Yeah, it
We
is.
go to the gym. We go to the gym.
No. We need to hoop. Hey, Jordan. Hey,
Nah,
we
I
gonna
see you with
put Unc
2
down in
chains.
the box. We gonna put you down in the box. You on here. I got T.
He running. He
Jordan,
running,
that's you. You got. Yeah, man. We'll wash off. Huh?
You got teeth.
Man, lock that nigga ass up, man.
So I'm going for 30 that game, so we good.
He must be talking about 2K.
Nah, I'm talking about Mad.
So what's been the most fun part about what you guys do? Is it just friends being together and doing something together that you probably never thought that would happen? Is it going to different places? Is it the people that you get an opportunity? For me, Club Shay Shay, man, I ain't never think I'd be sitting down with no Magic Johnson. I ain't think I'd be sitting down with John Cena and all these guys.
Yeah.
That's what's been the most fun part of it.
Man, I would say for today, man, we just met 2 people we grew up on. We met Triple H, we met The Undertaker. At no point of our lives we think we was going to sit down and let alone do a podcast with them.
Yeah,
so the people you come across, and especially to see people how they are, that's real refreshing. To me, I think that's the dope part.
Yeah,
That absolutely is. Go ahead.
Man, nah, I'm still the same way about him. Like, even being on here with you guys, like, we ain't think we'd be sitting down with you, Chad, Ocho. We watch y'all show at night. We laugh. We joke with y'all. We feel like y'all are cousins, our distant cousins or whatever.
And we grew up like watching y'all for real.
Yeah.
Come on, boy. Everybody had the 85
Chad was
jersey,
cool
bro.
on
That
the
was a
field,
staple.
but-
Come on, man.
Yeah, he had goals on the field.
Yeah.
You had all that, so we like was fans of your game. And then when I realized I could lock you up, I was like, he got good feet, but like I could guard him.
Yeah, that's why I said he was cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I do enjoy? I enjoy false confidence because that's what he has. He has false confidence. I have
Like
the
me and you both got that.
Hold on, listen. Not both. I have the greatest feet of all time. You notice he mentioned my feet?
Yeah.
You got good
I
feet.
have the greatest feet of all time, regardless of sport.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, would you agree that his feet is some of the best you ever seen from an NFL player?
He got good feet.
I mean,
That's
that's why I don't understand why you even think you could take me on the court.
Oh, yeah, on the post, it's this big down
post?
there. Yeah,
You're too
it's this
small, man.
Well, he trying to give you some love. Go ahead.
I think the thing is, he understands that his feet needed to be like that because of his slight frame. He wasn't built like a Megatron. Megatron's 6'4", 240.
Yeah.
He wasn't built like Julio. Julio 6'3", 225.
Yeah.
T.O., those big, Brandon Marshall, those big physical receivers that want to play the contact. They want you to put your hands on them because now I can put you close enough, I can put my hands on you and throw you out the way. Ocho understood from a very young age, like, I can't play like that.
Yeah.
So I got to be in a situation where I can't let you touch me.
Okay.
So I have.
Yeah. But when your
Yeah.
feet just as good as his, like, what that mean? Cause my feet like that.
Your feet like what?
That's
Like
what we was
that?
leading to. That's what I was leading
Is
to.
that what he was talking about?
Yeah, that's what it was leading
So
to.
you saying your feet like mine?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen it.
Respect. Respect.
You know what I'm saying? That might be what we was talking about. You know, we doing some extra stuff. You know, we go.
Camera?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, 520 versus Nightcap. One-on-one.
Y'all gonna post it, right?
What you mean? We're going to be live. Like
Oh,
Twitch.
even better. So
And we
we
on
can't
stream.
stream it. Okay,
No
cool.
editing, no nothing.
Yeah.
So the work you get, is everybody can see. The world finna see it.
You still train?
Yeah, I'm too. Look, just what he talked
I know
about.
you live. I'm saying you still train. I know you be working
No,
with
yeah,
some of the players.
yeah. I'm about 220
And
right
are
now.
you still eating McDonald's every day?
Yeah, I mean, look at you. See this body? Look at his legs, what?
That was amazing, though, bro.
Yeah.
That's we talking crazy, but like the fact that you used to get up every day and order McDonald's, like, and he be on me about eating.
He do for real?
Yeah, but he don't eat.
But
He
you
like
eat
bro,
healthy?
nutrition.
You eat healthy?
Not really, kind of, sort of.
Oh no,
But I'm
man.
saying for you to even have that type of career, you like got to be the only athlete to ever had a career you
I'm
had.
the only person. You think about what you ate as a little kid, based on where I'm from, based on circumstances and my surroundings and upbringings.
Yeah.
I ate a certain way.
Right.
When I made it, I kept eating that same way. I didn't have no injuries when I was little, and I ain't have none when I got to the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you just overcame.
And you get to the NFL, you get to whatever your dream is, whatever your childhood dream may be, and you make it to a profession, then all of a sudden all these experts come out the goddamn blue and change what always worked for you.
Yeah.
I just chose not to conform.
No, you didn't. We didn't know any better. We ate. we ate what was available. But I knew I was gonna be eating that the rest of my life. As soon as I got somebody, man, you changed. You damn right. I tried to change before I had money.
Uncle Elroy.
I said when you got your money, you wasn't gonna change.
That's a lot.
I got my check and I was gone.
You going to the fight?
Yeah, we
1,000%.
Yeah. Damn.
Historic event.
Who you got?
My heart says Bud, but my mind says Canelo.
I got Canelo.
Serious?
Yeah, I want Bud to win, but like if I was a betting man, I'm betting with Canelo.
Being realistic?
Yeah.
And you going Bud? Yeah.
Bud knockout 8th round.
I got Bud too.
What's the odds? What is paying?
Plus 800 for the knockout. So I don't know what's decision. I don't know what that is. But
Looking like Christmas.
yeah,
Plus 800?
plus 800.
That's a lot.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's gonna be-
So you
it's gonna
cash
be.
in on that, it's gonna change some lives.
Yeah.
Especially if you put down some real paper.
Yeah.
You put about 10 bands down on that.
Shit.
You'll
I
go
ain't putting
crazy.
that down.
What you get back?
We can pool our money together to get a little something.
Hey, last time we was up
All
here,
right, Steve Ballmer.
They'll bump you, so you probably get like 90.
you gotta watch him. Man. You gotta watch him.
Yeah, they'll bump you.
That mean we pool our money together. We might can do a little something.
Yeah.
For sure.
I got a quick little 250. I got to lose 250.
I got 300.
I got something on it.
I got 300.
Like a
I
little
got
five.
550.
I
You got a stack.
I'll cover the rest. Leave it in me and God's hands.
So wrong with that dude, man.
Who's some guys that you would love to have? I mean, you have a lot of sports figures, but do you think about getting outside of that? You think about getting, say, like some celebs? Who would you like to have on 520? But y'all early in the morning, though, man.
Yeah, but
It's hard to get somebody early in the morning.
Hey,
Hell, it's hard to get
we
people
got
in
our
the
night
afternoon.
show, Club 520. We'd love to have Adam Sandler. That's like one of my favorite people in the world.
That's a good
I want to
one.
hoop with Adam Sandler. That's like,
Man, how that man be hooping in the Izod shirt?
I mean, I don't know, but I got.
That's what it is. Definitely outside.
Trader Joe's fits for
You
sure.
have a polo shirt and be dropping dimes behind the back.
Yeah.
Damn.
He might be able to take you.
Who?
I watched your highlights, bro.
No, they don't try
you,
to. Listen,
you and Casanat highlights are very similar.
don't
that's
try.
crazy.
Chad goes to
Hey,
LBA.
listen,
LBA
I'm not-
Chad, man.
Turn me up.
Shannon coach us, God,
listen.
so that's crazy.
Yeah,
you know he terrible.
He trying to deflect. That's what he trying
What I'm
to do.
deflected, bro.
Smoke and mirrors.
520 versus Nightcap. I ain't trying to hit nothing by nothing
All
else.
right, man, we gonna
We
take
really
that up.
want
Respect.
Joe Johnson, though.
Yeah, what? Wait, hold on. Who gonna cover Joe?
No, I'm talking about on the show. When he asked him, you know, who else we want on the show.
Joe.
Oh, Joe. Oh, yeah, Joe.
We
Joe
seen with
put on the
y'all.
show.
We've been looking for Joe.
Okay, yeah.
Respect, but
Man, Joe, man, the chat told said, man, Joe done spoke more on Nightcap than Joe spoke in his whole
career.
NBA career.
That's a
Whole
fact.
career.
I was Joe teammate for.
People like, man, I ain't even know Joe could talk.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, hell, I ain't never heard him talk either. So he came on the show.
nah, he
I
fit
was his
y'all
teammate for what,
perfect.
4 years?
Yeah.
I never heard him talk that much. At all, bro. At all.
Really?
At all. Like, I used to go to his house every other day. He would leave you in his house and go to his room. You'd be like, Joe, I'm here for you, brother.
Joe, but you could tell by his personality that he's really a quiet brother. He really just like, and that's what I said, like, okay, you know, Joe's going to, join us because we thought he was going to come on for one. He's like, man, I like this. You don't talk. I didn't think you talk.
Yeah, fact.
I'm like, hey.
Nah, that's good. Y'all getting people to, see his actual personality.
Yeah.
But y'all
He
can
got
put Joe
lots
on
of
y'all
good.
team.
Oh,
We ain't running from Joe.
Huh?
Well, ain't nobody running from Joe.
Oh, man, this come on.
Nah. We good. We good. We good.
You
We
gonna
good.
play? We gonna ISO.
I don't know who the hell gonna go on Joe.
Unc down in the post. Jordan.
Now, back in high school, Teague, I was like that.
Well, give me a stat line. I need a stat line.
I'll put it like this here. Me and Purvis Ellison was on the same area team. In the area players.
Yeah.
He was a starter, I was a starter. That's all I'm going to say. I was
We did. He was raw in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to say. I was like that.
He was an All-American, actually.
I averaged 30 my senior year.
Oh, you hoop too?
Okay.
He ready?
So what you at? Oh,
Yeah.
so what you average in high school?
Oh, high school. Oh, I was 32, 12, and 10.
It was so quick too.
Huh?
He didn't even think
No,
about it.
because I remember. I remember back then. I had to do everything. See, when you watch the Big Three,
Yeah.
Hezzy said I need to make sure I score everything. So, what's the name? Don't win the MVP. So, damn.
MVP? Gilly?
No, so Gilly don't win the MVP.
Yeah.
I said, all right, well, shit, I'm gonna rebound. I'm gonna get it right to you. So that's why I really went out there trying to go to the
Okay.
bucket and do, you know.
No, but I
I
really
respect that.
I got a career high of 52.
Damn.
Damn.
Damn, huh?
Yeah, I was.
What year was that?
80, 85?
52 no
60 what?
threes. All in the paint.
No, you got to realize the three-pointer wasn't in until 80. Three-pointer didn't come in until 86. I was gone. If I'd had the three, ain't no
Damn,
telling.
you had a three-point line.
Yeah, three-point line in high school it didn't come in until 86.
He 52 on all middies.
Oh, I thought that NBA they had it, but
In the NBA they got it in 79.
Yeah.
Damn, so how was you scoring?
Anyway, I was. I'm going to the rack.
So who your game like? Charles Barkley?
Yeah, baby.
Nah,
Barkley?
Definitely. I could shoot. I could shoot.
Yeah.
But I'm going through your chest.
yeah.
I mean, if I fouled out there, I got like 4 with charges. 4 with charges. I ain't gonna lie. Hey.
52, hey, you
Yeah,
was
I got
killer.
52.
Yeah, he was
52,
killer.
37, 35, 31,
Oh,
31
you
and
was
19.
killing.
wow, he was
25.
All-American, parade All-American. What it sound like?
I was All-American too.
I should have been.
In basketball?
Yeah, I was All-American.
What
I
sport
gotta
you
start
not
looking his
good at?
stats up, man.
I'm the best at soccer. You know, soccer's my love. That's
Yeah, I
my,
know.
that's my
That's your
number one
first.
sport.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, in high
Soccer?
school,
Yeah.
I ain't even playing the fourth quarter. I was coming out the game and allowing everyone else on the bench to play. And I was still averaging 32, 12, and 10. Hey, listen.
I really did
I really did it too. I'm gonna tell you my play style. Everybody always, but who you played like when you was in high school? I said I was like a mixture of John Morant and Russell Westbrook.
Y'all ready, man? Come on.
You heard me?
He made with explosive like John and Russ.
I could believe he was that explosive, but
Yeah, I'm exposed. I'm just saying. And then when I was a 3-level scorer in high school. Get me? Sometimes if I got to back it down in the post, I got to do that. I had a nice little midi like Shay. I was something like that. And I'm not saying I was Steph, but I was Steph-like.
Well, who
At
did
the
you grow
three.
up watching? Because you didn't grow up watching them. Who did you grow up watching? You talking about John Morant? He wasn't even thought of.
I
when
know.
he
I
was
was
in high
watching my daddy.
Okay.
My daddy. You know,
Daddy was
my
OG.
daddy had prison footage. You know, in prison, my daddy was averaging 42.
damn,
Oh,
respect.
okay.
You know, them boys
That's
can hoop.
You
They can
average
hoop in
40 in
there.
prison. You cold.
Yeah, 42 in
They don't
prison.
need
That's because
context
you know how
and
they play.
Contact.
42 in prison, you probably average 35 in real life.
Yeah, you know.
No, but I can say I gave up. I didn't basketball. If my brother had to play basketball, I really would have tried to stick with basketball. But he wasn't the basketball player that I was. He was better at football. And I went to college. I said, man, damn this basketball. I gave up everything. Basketball, track. All I did was focus on football.
That's hard.
Made the right decision for
Damn
sure.
right.
For sure.
Yeah.
It paid
Because
off.
I wanted to be big. I had started lifting weights and my body had started to change. And I was like, man, who?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Lorenzo Charles? Y'all remember when he dunked the ball in the 83 to beat Houston?
Yeah.
Oh,
He came
yeah,
back
yeah.
that next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you gonna shoot?
Nah,
you
for
not
sure.
really play no basketball. You ain't got 2 steps.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have been a defensive lineman. He should have just went like Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
That's what he should have done.
Drew looked crazy in the football. I mean, a basketball uniform, bro. He was too strong, bro.
He do.
And just think, Pep. Pep literally started at UNC.
Yeah.
Who gonna go through that? 285.
You think he the greatest basketball player? I mean, football
That
player to
played-
play basketball?
What about
No, Antonio Gates.
Antonio
Antonio
Gates?
Gates.
But he
Nice.
played at North Carolina, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But Gates took a team to the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
He did.
That's
He
a fact.
did. He was killing,
He
too.
go
He
hoop.
averaged 20 and 8.
He was killing, too,
He was
bro.
like that.
No,
for real.
he was legit. He
Whoa.
was a legit basketball.
Don't forget Jimmy Graham too.
I played against him in college. Yeah, he was just fouled a lot.
Okay.
I played him in college when he was at Miami.
He
He
was
just
Miami,
fouled. Yep.
Yeah.
Who nice down in the NFL? Probably T. Higgins, though.
T can hoop.
Raw.
T nice. T a nice hooper.
Or old boy from the Bills.
Keon Coleman. Yeah, he can hoop for real. Yeah, he can hoop for real.
What about DK? No?
He
DK
not good as
Metcalf.
Keon
DK just
Coleman.
too strong.
DK just dunking.
Yeah.
He go dunk on you.
Yeah, he's an elevator for real.
We used to have before you got the Ocho, teams used to have them like guys that play basketball, and they would go around and play the fire department. They played, police department.
For real?
Oh yeah,
that's dope.
They would play.
That's
They
dope.
would play other teams. Like guys would play the Raiders. They would go around. Ricky Dudley had a nice little game, but he was like 6'6". I mean, guys that played, they were just in the league on their rookie year. They've been playing all that time. But it's a different skill set. I mean, we lift too much.
Yeah.
To shoot a basketball,
Right.
man. By the time I started lifting, I'm like, ooh, I need to back up off these weights. I got too much shoulders. I got too much track trying to shoot.
Did y'all ever answer that question though about like what's the easier to transition from basketball to football or football to basketball?
It's easier to transition a basketball player playing football than a football player playing basketball. Because basketball is a more skill.
Yeah.
Is a more skill. Yeah. No, there ain't no question about that.
Okay.
But it's like the argument that I was having, they were talking about, oh, he could go play football right now. No, he can't.
Shit me.
No, he can't.
Nobody can do that.
No. He cannot go. Ain't nobody going to you ain't played basketball in 10 years to he can go make a team. What he gonna play? Go out there with a receiver if he want to. Okay. Let me know how it work out.
I think it's different though. I mean, y'all professionals, y'all know, but I think if you ain't played football and you hooped in college, I think you can just transfer and go to the NFL.
No, you got to have a background. See, Antonio Gates played football in high school. He didn't play in college.
Yeah. Okay.
But he had a background. He had a foundation. But not to know. I give you like Draymond. Y'all saw Draymond out there? The football background. It's different.
Boy, Drake look crazy out there.
Okay.
You gotta at least have a foundation.
Right.
Yeah, Drake play was nasty work for sure.
He look crazy.
So he didn't understand how to get open. He didn't understand how to move.
Mm-hmm.
Gates understood it because, like I said, he hadn't played since he was in college, but he played all throughout junior high. He played all throughout high school. Pep just continued.
Yeah.
And Pep just like, yeah, I'm gonna be the number 2 pick in the draft. I'm gonna go and get this basketball. I'm gonna get this basketball thing up. I can be pretty good. But you're not gonna find a guy like Pep.
Yeah.
You're talking about a guy that's 6'7", 285, could run 4.5,
That's crazy.
got a 40-inch vertical.
Different.
Real athlete.
Crazy. That's crazy.
I know it was hard for you though, Chad, to choose between basketball and football. What made you just?
Nah, it was hard for me to choose between football and soccer.
Football and
I
soccer.
don't really care nothing about basketball. I just happen to be able to play it because God gifted me with a certain ability that don't many have.
There it is.
But soccer's always my love, always been my number one love, and I still play it, to this day.
Yeah.
I play with a Jamaican squad in Miami on the weekends, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But I look forward to beating y'all ass though.
When I left the football field, all my other sports other than CrossFit and in the gym, it was over for me. Yeah. I ain't picked up a basketball. I ain't picked up a football.
Well, you need to start training because we finna play them boys, and we don't want no excuses.
No, we gotta go in the gym. I done got too muscular.
Nah, that's why we got you down in the post.
I ain't going to the gym.
Ain't nobody going.
Oh, you scared? He's scared.
Unc built like a wrestler.
Yeah. Well, how you gonna cover me and I'm built the same way?
No, you not.
I just got the jacket on.
No, you not. My son about your size.
So how much time y'all got? Y'all done for today? Or y'all getting started later?
Yeah, we got one more show, I think.
Yeah, we got one more show.
Yeah.
So y'all 5:20 Club 5:20, then 5:20 in the AM.
Yep.
5:20 AM is live, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And then y'all tape the Club 5:20.
Yep.
Okay.
9:30 every day, Monday through Thursday. Well, Monday through Thursday.
So Monday through Thursday is 5:20 AM.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And then you tape. How many shows Club 5:20 you tape?
We drop on Monday, so 2 on.
Mondays and Thursdays.
Yep.
Yep.
So y'all got stuff in the can. So how far out? So you try to store up. So you try to get like 5-6 shows in the can.
Oh no, we ain't that.
Nah. We drop the heaters.
Yeah.
We drop them immediately.
We would love to sit on. We would love to grab something and sit on them for sure, but
No, but I'm saying like, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, y'all went got this interview.
Yeah.
Do y'all try to get another interview before you guys drop it, or you just get the interview and say, okay, we're gonna drop this?
Oh, no, we got that fire.
Yeah.
Bombs away, baby.
Because we didn't want our show to be based off of interviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
We wanted to be based off of us. So we wanted to have a show that we can do our thing with.
Right.
Like people will still tune on to us. So when we do get an interview, it's just like a plus to us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So what would you say? What would you tell the audience? What's the difference between 5:20 a.m. and Club 520?
Ooh. Well, sports is 5:20 a.m.
Okay.
He gonna give a full breakdown. DJ, you know, I'm the relief, of course, but that's really more focused on sports.
Okay.
Club 520 is all the foolishness.
Yes. All the shenanigans.
We're gonna make a joke. It ain't never no hard feelings. No, we just joking and you know, just having guy talk, keeping it clean. Yeah.
Man, y'all be on MPJ. Y'all be on that man hard.
Oh, man. He was on
sometimes,
us.
Club 520 got to meet 5:20 a.m. sometimes.
See, EPJ be on Club 520. He won't be on 520 in the morning. We got to have a real conversation with my boy.
Man, he crazy, man.
Yeah, he be giving up all the
Man, I'm like, you got to keep some of that to yourself, brother.
Everything ain't for
Do y'all
public
think
consumption.
some athletes should just tone that down? You think he doing too much still to still be active like that?
Ooh, yeah, he just. That's who he is.
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah.
And I don't, and he doesn't see that. Man, I ain't doing that. I'm just telling. Yeah, I know. You just tell it. I know. But it's just some of the things that he's saying about the gambling. Man, if you could hook your homeboys up.
I was like, you giving them the recipe right there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he got bad enough and it was like, wait, that's what you said. We didn't say that. We asking why you said that.
He's like, y'all don't got to troll. Y'all already getting enough money, which we not. But you know what I'm saying?
You can't get too much of that.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was like, basically like we was making up stuff. Like you literally gave us a play on how to bet with our friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to MPJ though.
That's the thing. You just got to be careful because people will take anything that you say. They take it as serious. They take it as fact.
Yes.
Man, you heard that? Because I remember we've all, being in the league, man. What you think of this game? I don't think nothing. Don't ask me nothing because you get jammed up. The first thing you gonna give a big thing. Man, my boy Sharp hooked it up, man. He said, man, this because he no. When it come to that, don't ask me about no game. Don't ask me about who playing, who not playing, because I ain't got nothing for you. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I ain't got nothing for you. Yeah. So.
And we also encourage others, hey, don't put yourself in a bad situation. It's cool. We're not looking for clickbait. We're not looking to go rival. Please don't say something you got to back up because we had an incident on our show. And when you go back and look at it, it looks terrible. Yeah. But we don't want to put nobody in a situation. We want to come on, have fun, celebrate you, but don't put yourself in clickbait situations.
Look, you're not going to win. You can't win because it's hard to beat the social media mob.
It's a fact.
You can't. Somebody come on and they share a story, y'all gossiping. You ask a guy a question, he tell, how am I gossiping? I just asked the question. That's
true.
Normally what happens. Hey, y'all sitting around talking. Hey, man, what y'all do the other night? Oh, you gossiping. Damn, I just asked. Then you gonna do
Nah, for sure. That's true. That's true.
But that's what we've come now.
Yeah.
If somebody says something that somebody doesn't like, you gossip.
Or you hate.
Or you
You
hate.
hating one or the other.
I ain't nobody hating on y'all, bro.
It ain't that deep.
I mean, as you know this, as a ex-professional athlete, I don't watch the game as a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not. He scored good. He got interception good. I'm trying to figure out why. What were they in? Okay, they were in 3 wide. They were in an empty set. So I'm looking at, okay, they're in 21 personnel. They're in 11. They're in 12. They're in scat protection. They ripping. They lizzing. Okay, coverage. They in quarters. They in cover 2. They in cover 5. They
I
in
play
6.
quarters on Madden. Yeah, I do.
Play quarters on Madden.
Yeah, that's my.
And so that's my thing. I'm looking at that down and distance. I'm looking at the area on the field, red zone. So I'm looking at stuff like that. And so a lot of times guys get mad because they know they can't bullshit.
Yeah.
See, the fan, a casual fan, bro, I don't mean to bag, but I'm 267.
Yeah.
Okay, if y'all know that, I'm 267.
God.
Of 30,000 men that's ever played this game, coached this game, owned the team, been general manager, I'm 267. I got the credentials. So ain't nobody hating on you. I already did it. It's your turn to do it. But you did mess up.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
You did mess up.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so I just leave it at that. I don't go, hey, when I was young, I would go back and forth with a guy. I'm like, what if am I going back and forth with a guy? See, I said what I said, I keep it moving.
Yeah.
But the most times, I see a lot of guys, when I see them, they like, man, you hard. But I tell you what, you fair.
Yeah.
You call it just like you see it. Hey, and people, y'all see me, I've called Peyton Manning out, I've called Tom Brady out, I've called Drew Brees out. Right is right, wrong is wrong. If I see a guy made a mistake, he made a mistake. I'm not trying to take away anything. You can't take away something.
Hold on. You going crazy.
What happened?
But I ain't never heard you go against Braun.
Oh, yes, I have. Oh, yeah. You better go.
They gonna have to do a whole YouTube monologue
Go
about
ahead.
you.
Go ahead. Go check the tape. With Braun. Yeah.
With Braun on the screen. Braun can do some crazy. Unc's like, shit, he should have been there. He should have caught it.
Nah. You know, sometimes they be going crazy. Y'all be going crazy.
Yeah.
But, nah, LeBron has made some plays and that, you know, hey, nah, that ain't his fault.
Nah,
you threw that one out of bounds, Braun.
I was just talking shit because I know you fuck with Braun heavy.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think, and he appreciate that. He like, oh, you real.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep
they
the band.
know. They know.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
don't got no ill will towards everybody. I want everybody to get $500 million.
Yes.
Hell, I just tell my mom all the time, you mean to tell me you couldn't wait 10 years? You had to be done with kids at 24? Damn.
Tell my mama the same thing.
Damn, all this money.
Nah, for sure.
These guys, tight ends making more money in 1 year than I made a whole career. You get some of that.
Nah, for sure.
I love playing when I play because I have a better appreciation, and I got an opportunity to see and play with a lot of the greats. And so, look, I'm not envious of these guys. Life, God has blessed me tenfold. If I don't make another dime, God, you've been too good to me to begin with. So, hey, I'm good, but we're going to make some money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We're going to make some money.
That's going to happen.
But
If you play right now, though, Shay, I feel like you already was a popular player, but with social media and how you play.
I was up there without social media.
Oh,
Yeah,
Now,
It would have been crazy.
How crazy you think would have been?
It would have been dumb.
He'd have been the biggest, bro.
Bro, for sure, bro.
No, they wouldn't. I couldn't because I wouldn't be able to hold my tongue. I'd be calling everybody out. You terrible. You terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you the first quarter. He get it the second quarter, and just so you don't feel left out, you gonna get it the whole second half. All of it.
They would have mic'd him up. Would have been crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, that was social media. And I can literally go on social media and at somebody that I'm gonna play against.
Oh, y'all getting disrespectful before the game?
What?
I know he would have. His answer used to
I
do.
did all my talking before the week of the game. Sending gifts? Oh, man.
You send gifts to Revis?
No. That's the one time I lost. That's the one time I lost.
You had to pick and choose. Like, you could curse a lot of people. Like, you had to know who to curse.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't curse Reggie White. You already know who he was.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. He hurt your quarterback. He a minister. So
I'm about to say he didn't even cuss.
No.
Demonstration.
Yeah. But you knew who to bother.
Yeah.
And because you know who would go back and forth with you. And normally it was like the D lineman.
Okay.
I ain't even talking to your fat ass. I'm talking to you. but he ain't gonna say nothing. I said, well, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
And then the offensive line will get mad at me because I done woke up their guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to talk to my guy. I'm trying to get my guy out of his game.
Who talked the most, though, in both of y'all careers?
Yeah.
Besides you did a lot of talking.
I talked a lot. Johnny Randall talked a lot.
Yeah.
John Randall talked
a lot.
He said he ain't take showers and stuff, right?
Who, Johnny?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
he said something like
He's
that.
on them type of time.
Yeah.
John Randall talked a lot.
Trying to think
Did Ray
who else.
Lewis talk a lot?
Nah, Ray didn't. Not a lot. I mean, he would talk like he's a machine.
Yeah.
Y'all terrible. Y'all not good.
Yeah.
But he really didn't talk to belittle nobody.
Nah.
Right, okay.
You terrible.
Yeah.
Keep talking. You're gonna be on the waiver wire in the morning.
Damn.
Now, see, I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Did any corners talk to you like that?
See, my talking was more entertainment. It wasn't malicious. I don't really at people. I was more fun. I'm trying to think. Fred Smoot. Remember Fred Smoot from Mississippi State? No?
Nah, I don't.
Play with the commander.
Play with the commander. No, Red.
Dang.
Well, Yeah.
I ain't see him on Madden. I gotta go look it up.
Yeah, he talked a lot.
He talked crazy.
You was just talking loud. Unc was more.
Yeah, I was
You're
just talking- I
horrible.
was talking
I
to
know
Jazz
you
talk.
not doing nothing
Yes,
tonight.
yeah. First of all, why you talking? You on the bench. How you, if you was that good, you be in here.
How you ain't outside the club?
Yes. Like, dude, you ain't getting nothing today. Clearly, you not getting in the game today. So, why you talking? But that'd be the guys. That'd be the guys that be doing the most talking.
Okay.
The guys on the sideline or playing special teams.
Gotcha.
I'm like, bro.
Special team, okay. I ain't
I
know
mean,
that.
look, it's a special team, but you can't be talking like that when you not like having to deal with me.
Right.
Our new co-host talk a lot now, though. Zaire Franklin, he one of our co-hosts. He said he talk a lot. He said he number one.
Oh, you number one talking?
That's what he said.
Nah.
He said he number one now. That's what he told us on the show.
No. And that's one thing. When we played the coach, they guys didn't. I don't know, Coach. Maybe Coach Dungy didn't let them talk or something. But they were. I mean, they were good. I mean, because Peyton had started to become Peyton back then. But they didn't.
Yeah,
Really
no, everybody was quiet. Marvin Harrison was real quiet.
Marvin don't talk.
You better not say nothing to Marvin.
Yeah, we didn't
Keep it
have
cute.
that.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Keep it cute. Shout out to Marvin.
There you go.
Keep it cute.
He always go. We try to keep it on the field.
That's my dog. Keep it cute.
We trying to be.
Now that you said that about the coach, we didn't have.
Nah.
Ed didn't
Sweeney, Mathis.
Nah,
Ed was quiet.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, you know what? It's mainly like division.
Yeah.
Because we see each other all
That
the
makes
time.
sense.
We're in the same division.
Yeah.
The Raiders, the Chiefs, the Chargers. We were in the same division. So we go, we really going back and forth. When I was at Baltimore, us in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
That was us and the Titans or us and the Jags. We going back and forth because we see each other twice a year. Team, it's hard to build up a rivalry with somebody you only see once
yeah.
a year. Gotcha. Yeah.
That's interesting. Can I ask you this question? Yeah. Obviously, y'all was running y'all division. How do you think your team would have fared up against this current version of the Chiefs? You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all in the same division at y'all peaks. How would them battles would have been?
You talking about my Broncos in the 90s?
Yes, sir.
We run them off the field.
Damn.
Ooh, light work.
They couldn't stop that running game. Well, I mean, hey,
TD,
you got to realize we had a Hall of Fame left tackle, Hall of Fame quarterback, Hall of Fame tight end, Hall of Fame running back, Hall of Fame safety. But we were loaded. Our whole offensive line we put four of our offensive linemen in the Pro Bowl.
Damn.
I was in the Pro Bowl. John was in the Pro Bowl. TD was in the Pro Bowl. Four of our offensive line was in the Pro Bowl. Atwater, Romanowski, and Alfred Williams. So we had like 9 Pro Bowl players at our peak.
Wow.
Now, y'all had a whip for sure. Y'all had a whip.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That answers the question right there.
And they're going to have to deal with me. I'm a problem. hey, and problems, sometimes you can solve a problem. I was an issue. You got to troubleshoot me. You got to get back. You got to get back there. What's going on? I don't know what's wrong with it, but we're working. We're going to try to figure it out. We're going to try to get it figured out by the end of the day. You got to troubleshoot this.
I like
you
that.
ain't solving this problem. You got to troubleshoot this. We working as hard as we can, Mr. Hen. We working as hard as we can. But it might take us a while, but we go get it figured out. No, you not.
So you just talked around the arena, though. Oh, you got it.
Not for sure.
Done? Oh, okay.
So what y'all got going on for the rest of the day?
Man,
He
just
about to
enjoying
do
the
a
ambiance.
couple
My boy T
interviews.
on the media run today.
Yeah, I'm doing a couple shows, but other than that, chilling.
Oh, you feeling that you getting in for somebody?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know about that. Where's
Sean, where's Sean Porter go? Tell him I said come over here before I make him fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we beat him. Yeah, we get him.
Yeah. Who?
Sean Porter.
Wait,
Who gonna get him?
me? Man, I lump.
All right, man, y'all ready, y'all? Shawn Porter?
Yeah.
You know he fight,
He
man.
147.
Man,
That's how I know. Sleep, quick. I get him out in that third round
bro,
probably.
he don't stop, bro.
It'll be over.
He a pit bull, bro.
You can't get in the ring with him, Ocho.
Yeah.
Who don't?
No.
I done been in the ring with all them already.
No.
That ain't
Now,
nothing.
Ocho he do be going down to the spar with us.
All
That's
of them.
cool, but I'm talking with them lights on. You got kids that want to see you the next day.
They gonna see me.
I don't know.
He won't see them, but they'll see him.
I don't know.
See, y'all don't understand. Y'all will see. Wait till February.
We'll be
But
there.
that's really happening, though.
Huh?
Like, this is a real thing.
Man, I'm finna beat the shit out of James Harrison, man.
Yeah, but that's MMA.
I gotta see this,
That
man.
just
see,
look
that's
crazy.
Where is that? Where y'all doing this at?
In Frisco, at Super Bowl.
Like,
Yeah,
y'all got
everybody under one umbrella.
All right. Y'all already got the venue?
Oh yeah.
We'll do it outside of Ocho.
I tried to get him a tune-up fight. He said he didn't want no tune-up.
I don't need no tune up for what? I've been doing this 37 years, man.
You might want to call Mark Henry or somebody, man.
Nah.
He said he got it, so
Easy work.
I'm gonna let you know.
I'm there, man.
Can't wait.
I can't wait to see
I
this.
was just hoping that it would happen like around our vacation time. So
He get some time
Yeah,
off.
we
Yeah,
take the
man,
time
gonna need
off.
a couple days off.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't take no days off.
Yeah, he won't be on Nightcap right after that one. Give my boy
Hey,
a couple
listen,
days
after a
off.
football game, I'm at the stadium the next morning. This ain't no different.
Damn.
You available to fill in at night, right?
I got you. Just call me. Just call me.
Yeah. I want y'all to keep doubting me. Don't believe in me.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
like
kind of rolling, man.
Just like my exes, they didn't believe in me. Now look at me. Hey, my exes didn't believe me either.
Wrap it up, huh?
Now look at me.
Check these guys out in the morning, 5:20 a.m.
Now look at me.
5:20. Hey, man. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for stopping, man.
Nah, I be dead serious though. Love, boy. Love.
Appreciate it. Hey, let's get this group shot.
Let's put my shorts down.
Yes. I'm still got the Robins on. You ever been back to Country Fishing? Yeah.
We don't go there that often.
Nah, we don't eat that like that.
I don't know why.
Tell you, man.
You good?
About to say it might be messing with it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm about to check it out when I'm there.
Put you on Shadowland.
Shadowland.
Really? You good like that?
Coach him too.
Culture,
Yeah. Gotcha.
yeah. Let us know what you
Bet.
See my dog. Love. Keep killing, baby.
Yep. Okay. Oh. Yeah, come on. Come on. I'm good. You over there. Yes, sir. Ocho had to take a break right quick.
1, 2, and 3 and keep it center like that.
Huh?
We can do 1, 2, 3 and keep
Oh, yeah, put it right. Yeah.
that way. Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah. Sit right here. Right, yeah.
How you doing, boss?
Bro, I'm good. It's been a while since we had a buzz like this.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
it's been a little minute.
You got two champions.
Yeah.
One is a four belt era, 2-division champ. The other is the undisputed super middleweight 168. You got champ versus champ. How do you see this fight playing out?
This is, good friends with Bud, and I text him. I said, yo, you lethal, man. Just be lethal. And this week, as I'm, really ramping up, and this week is here, and I'm looking at it, I say, yo, we got two lethal juggernauts in the ring that can find that right moment, can nail that right moment.
Yeah.
And the precision that both these guys have in terms of how they deliver that punch and where it lands.
Right.
This one might be a matter of just moments. Both of these guys are great time managers in the game. Canelo seems to be the kind of guy who's going to manage this clock every single minute, whereas Bud is going to just take what's coming to him. Mm-hmm. He's going to push certain buttons if he needs to where those moments come. And being one of the guys that got in the ring with him, I have to respect everything that's been said about him for so long because I actually saw it. So he's one of the few guys out there that can come into the ring and be a chameleon and literally transform and do whatever it is he needs to do to win this. So all that said, I don't think it's going to be a slow fight. but the moments are going to be like really, really fast moments. They're going to be fast moments. And it really depends, I think, where Bud is at the end of those moments.
Yes.
If Bud is on the top, on the better side of those moments, he's just going to keep going at him.
Right.
He's going to keep going at him. But if there's an exchange and Bud ain't on the right side of that thing, he going to back up. Right. we going to manage this thing and keep it moving. And so, you know, at the end of it, I do think that Bud is going to win this fight. But we are looking at a Canelo Alvarez that throws with the kind of intention. And
he sits down on everything.
He sits down on everything.
He really trying to end the fight on every point.
Which is why we see him, you know, on the other side of the fight, that 7th round, 8th round. You know, sometimes he's suck and win. I have seen fights where he's suck and win, you know. Other fights where he's just coasting, and he's in the ring with people he can coast with. He can't coast in this one.
No.
Can't coast in this one.
You look at, the question is, and we had Roy and we had Andre Ward on yesterday.
Nice.
And there's a question, and Roy said, here's the thing. When Bud touch him, can he gain his respect? Because if he can't gain his respect, Canelo's going to just come forward. But if he can gain his respect, now he has his attention.
I'll take that statement a step further, right?
Okay.
Because people may not understand what does that mean to get your respect, right? And I alluded to the analogy of a bee sting.
Okay.
Right? So when a bee sting you, it don't put you down on the ground.
Right.
But you over here like an hour later, like, dang. So he just need his attention for 36 minutes, right?
Right.
And he has that kind of punch, that kind of precision that when I've been hit dead on the nose before. Right. I can't breathe for a second, you know what I mean?
Right.
I've been hit and it stings, you know? Bud just has to sting Canelo.
Right.
And that's what they mean when they say get his respect.
Right.
Get his attention.
Right.
Make sure he understands if I come in here incorrectly.
You can't just walk in here.
If I come in here incorrectly, I'm gonna walk out all the way messed up.
Right.
I'm gonna still be up because I'm Canelo Alvarez and I got that chin.
Right.
But next time I come in here, my approach is gonna be a little bit different. You know, so the sooner Bud can get Canelo hesitating, the better it is for Bud.
Has Canelo fought anybody that has the precision punching since Mayweather? Mayweather was the best puncher, counter puncher that Canelo's ever faced. Yeah, he's faced some really good fighters, but none of them have the punching precision of maybe a Bud. So now we saw what Mayweather did and how he looked against Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
Bud is Bud.
Mm-hmm.
Can he cause him similar problems? Get his attention.
That's all it is. Forget about the comparison to Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford because they're different in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Bud will find his moments and he capitalizes on those moments and it becomes big.
Right.
Floyd became someone who just managed the clock, and this is just going to be how this fight going to go, whether you like it or not. But the thing these two are so similar in, Bud and Floyd both have the ability to do whatever they need to do to make this thing transform and become what they need it to be. And Canelo hasn't seen that since he's been in the ring with Floyd. The other thing, Floyd has this energy and this state of mind. When you're looking into his eyes, you don't know what the hell he's thinking.
Right.
You don't know what the hell he's feeling. And on top of that, he's so fast, he's so elusive and everything else that you just don't know what to do. Again, this is going to be the first time that Canelo is seeing something like that since he fought Floyd Mayweather. I think that was 2013. Mm-hmm. That's a long time for you to go without seeing that and feeling that. That's something that, you know, when we talk about all those experiences, what up, Chad?
What's up, baby?
All the Ocho, all those things that we can talk about Canelo having in 67 fights. When you got to go that far back to recount something, you probably can't do it. And when you've been spoiled as long as he's been spoiled, when guys moving to the beat of his drum, how are you going to all of a sudden, you know, so he's going to have to wake up.
You know, everything you just said, too, when I think about the game of boxing, I think about that fight in 2013, a polished Floyd Mayweather, a Canelo that's not as polished.
Sure.
You look about Canelo's defense, how much he's improved with his defense. So if you do you get a Bud that is similar to Floyd in a sense, and being able to have the ring IQ, being able to punch in between punches, not engaging, but boxing smart, countering smart, staying off the ropes. I don't think that's Bud's style to be on the ropes like that, the way Floyd was. But in general, what happens when you have a more polished Canelo as opposed to when he fought Mayweather back in 2013 against Bud? What happens then?
It's a more polished Canelo, but a more polished Canelo with a lot of mileage on him now. So in 2013, he hadn't had that experience, so he didn't see that kind of speed. He didn't see that kind of elusiveness and that kind of movement and things of that nature. There's no doubt that after that fight, he became a different fighter.
Yes.
But since then, in the last 4 years, three-ish years, he's become a different fighter now.
Yes.
And like I was telling my man right here, who he is now is a time manager, someone who's not gonna just, as soon as that bell ring, now he trying to find his moments and stuff like that. And I think that that's the difference in this one. He became more polished, but now it's been a degression that has come just through life.
Right. In general, okay, I got you.
You look at a guy, I don't know if he's fought a guy, Bud, southpaw naturally, but he fights out of the orthodox. But Roy was telling us yesterday he brought Boots Ennis in, who's another guy that's southpaw that can fight orthodox. Boots and Bud, how much of influence, how much is this going to help Canelo? Because he got an opportunity. I don't know how long he had him in his camp, but he's going to get an opportunity to see something that he wouldn't normally have been able to see.
And I think if anything, it kind of just wakes him up to what he's going to see on fight night. What y'all think? I think Boots and Terence Crawford are practically the same fighter.
A little bit. I would take Boots is takes a little bit, few more chances, a little bit flashier. They different in the sense. I think Bud, the only advantage I think I would put over Boots is Bud has a different mentality. Boots is the dog, but something wrong with Bud. It's different. He's willing to get in there with anybody, obviously going up 2-3 weight classes to fight Canelo. Not very many people will take that chance. Not very many boxers, let alone people in general. So I don't know.
But it's a great look ahead of a fight like this. There was no better look he could have got. I know he's got a Cuban in the gym with him, and he's had this Cuban in the gym with him for some. There was no better look for him ahead of this fight. You know how it is when you got the B team on the other side running the scout offense, the scout defense. It would have been for you. There's no better scout offense and defense than Boots Ennis.
We had Caleb Plant on, and he was discussing the fight. He says Bud needs to be all the way in or all the way out.
I like it.
Nothing mid-range.
I like it.
I don't want no part of that.
Because you don't want to be on the end of one of those power shots to Canelo, because you're asking a guy. Canelo probably walks around 195, 200. So he's a big man to begin with. Now, Bud is not a small man. The difference is Bud is not stripping down that extra 21 pounds. Bud is stopping at 68 as opposed to having to go all the way down to 47. So Bud's like, hey, y'all make it seem like I can't punch. Y'all make it seem like I ain't. So he ain't the only one that's gonna be punching in the ring. Also.
I like what Caleb said, all the way in or all the way out. I think once you establish the all the way in or the all the way out movement, I think early on it might be all the way out. We're gonna see some, I guarantee you guys, we're gonna see some moments where Bud tries to literally physical push Canelo back. Love it, want to see it. It's gonna happen. That's the all the way in. Once he's all the way in, it can't be all the way in and I'm trying to tie up and all this other stuff. I think we might see that early because Bud just wants to see what's the strength like, what's the power like. Some guys actually have the ability to do that. Manny was the kind of guy, he would come out in the first 2 rounds and he let somebody hit him and I'm like, stop, Manny, like that joint was too close. But he said, I want to see what it feel like, you know? And that's how Bud is. But I think once he establishes the all the way in or the all the way out, then he can start playing with the mid range. Because for Bud, it literally only takes one step. And for Bud, he's that intuitive, that smart, that fast, that quick to see it. And then I think he can play the mid range. But for the early part of the fight, I think all the way in, all the way out.
Bud stronger than you think.
Yeah.
You saw him tussling with me.
I saw it. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I said, here go a lawsuit, because I'm like, Shay Shay don't know him. Here go a lawsuit, because Shay Shay going to get tossed, and then he going to.
Because at first, I was thinking, I said, man, here this man got a fight here in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And what I look like flipping this man, because, I was like, nah, I said, so I was like, he's like, man, he said, man, you was gonna try. I said, man, I wasn't gonna try to flip you, man. I said, what the hell I'm gonna flip you? If I flip a man, he got to fight in 2 months, go cost this man $50 million.
Bud ain't gonna stop until he want to stop. And the funny thing about that is, like, that's who he is in the ring too.
Yes, absolutely.
So when there's exchanges, he's not gonna stop till he want to stop. This dude could get floored and knocked out because this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it's great.
He has to put that aside, what you just said.
Yeah.
That ego, that pride.
Yeah.
You got to box smart.
You got to come into the
have
ring
to
with
box
some
smart.
ego. You got to come into the ring with some conceitedness, but it has to be intelligent.
Right.
I think they got this one figured out where they, they mellowed it out and they balanced it where they know.
You can tell by the way
exactly
he's talking in the press conference.
Yeah, exactly.
You can tell.
I think
Exactly.
the thing is that you have to take risk, but not unnecessary risk.
Yeah.
Because, look, it's a fight.
Listen,
You got to fight at some point.
at the end of the day, when people talk about he got to get his attention and he got to get his respect and all that other kind of stuff, it doesn't require this firefight. It don't require all that. It just requires that moment where I'm going to hit you. Instead of going out, I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to find my moment to get to that body, get to that head, roll over, and come a little bit more, bring a little bit more. And
So
that's
you feel
how, those are the kind of, it's called intelligent risks,
Yeah.
Because you do realize now, in order for you to throw a punch, you got to be in arm's length
To take one.
to take one back.
Yeah.
I think one of the components to this fight that people don't talk about, or definitely I've talked about on the Porter Way podcast, by the way, but one of the things that people don't talk about is the intelligence of Canelo Alvarez. Pay attention. Canelo has been Canelo even after fighting Floyd.
Yes.
Maybe more combinations, more slick movement, steps over and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But he's always come to the ring and done him. Didn't matter if it was Caleb Plant, jabs from the outside. Didn't matter if it was Edgar Berlanga taking you the distance.
Yeah.
You didn't do something to change a mode to end some of these guys. Even when you go back to Caleb Plant, you ended Caleb Plant because you found a moment.
Yeah.
What if that moment don't come against Bud? Are you prepared to do anything different? I think one of the biggest factors of this fight is who's better here and who has the better team. Because you got a Bud Crawford camp who knows they're prepared to come in and do 3, 4, 5, 6 different things, literally. And you got a Canelo who's in here, gonna come in here, and I'm gonna be me and stop it. What if you ain't getting the job done?
You got to adjust.
And you got to adjust, but you ain't trained to adjust.
Right.
So he's looking at, I'm the bigger man. I throw the harder punches. I should be able to get him out of there.
There it is.
Now, what happens if he hadn't got him out of there in the time frame that he thinks he should get him out of there?
Yeah.
The longer this fight goes, I think it favors Bud.
I do too. People think it favors Bud because of the decision. I actually think it favors Bud because things that, it's like I always say, think about it in meters. And you guys know from playing ball. That fourth quarter, you're not the same as you were when the game started. Sometimes you ain't where the game started. You go up a level in that second half. You go up a level, So I think because of that 67 fight mileage, Canelo and Bud, hypothetically, they both coming in here at 98%.
Yeah.
Canelo's is going to dip a lot quicker than Bud's. And the second half of this fight going to be interesting.
The funny thing, too, when I think about the second half of the fight and watching all of Canelo's fights since he's been fighting, he takes off round 5 and 6 and deteriorates 7 and on. He deteriorates. He just does. If you watch him fight over the years. So I think conditioning is also going to play a factor. And Bud actually, in the beginning of the fight and picking that moment, when to gain that respect, it's going to be a long night for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long night for you.
I agree. I think that we have seen that where it is the 5th, the 6th round, give or take, is where he takes off.
Yeah.
And then he tries to come on strong once again.
Bingo, yeah.
Right, round 9, round 10. And if it ain't there, we're just going to finish the night.
Right.
And with Bud Crawford, you can't do that.
Nah.
And I think, again, bringing a systematic approach means I watch all your fights. For me, this is how I prepared. I watched your first fight and I watched your last fight because I want to see how different you are when that first one and how different your mentality is, how you move differently, and all that kind of stuff. They picked up on stuff like that, and that's the difference between being good and being great. When you got a team behind you that can bring that systematic approach and say, hey, you know, from a standpoint of strategy, this is where he's gonna dip.
Right.
If we don't give him that moment in the 5th round, we know he gonna dip.
Right.
They might actually come into the ring in the 5th round or the 6th round, and they actually beat around. They just move and do what we got to do because we know you're looking for that moment.
Right.
And we know past this moment, your body, muscle memory, it's gonna start to dip.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of components to this thing that make it sexy for both of them.
Yeah. I'm excited.
It's a very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting match because we got champions.
Yeah.
We got champions.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think there's more to gain for Bud than Canelo. If Canelo wins, you know what they're going to say. He beat a man that was 3 weight classes down.
Yeah.
You beat a guy that was 38. You didn't fight him when he was 30.
Yeah.
So Canelo can't win.
Yeah.
Bud has all the chips. Bud can really have all Canelo chips. And we think Bud is a great fighter now. He beats Canelo, we ain't no more thinking. We look at him in a totally different light, Shawn.
So let me defend Canelo.
Go ahead, defend it.
Because at the end of the day, you came knocking on my door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, you called me out.
Yeah.
And I know y'all want to see me in the ring with Benavidez, but let's be honest. Benavidez is not going to sell the tickets that Bud Crawford is going to sell.
Correct.
Let's be honest. But Benavidez doesn't have his excellency behind him the way that Bud Crawford does. In a lot of ways, respectfully to Benavidez, because it's the fight the world wants to see, I want to see. In a lot of ways, this fight made more sense.
It made more money, too.
And it made more money. And since he came knocking on my door, what I'm supposed to do when somebody knock on my door and I open it up and they threatening me, I did what I was supposed to do.
Shawn,
I like it.
Appreciate the breakdown, bro.
Appreciate you, sir.
Congratulations on everything. Enjoy the fight tomorrow night.
Forget you, man. You late. What you late?
I had to use the
I
bathroom.
gotta take a break.
I had to use the bathroom.
Come on, let's wrap it up.
Man, I can't wait for this fight. It's going to be very interesting. We need more fights like this.
Agreed.
We need more fights like this. We don't need guys. Look, that old guys trying to protect their old because everybody wants to want to retire Floyd Mayweather now. And guy, you're not going to be thought of as Floyd.
Yeah.
Even if you're 70 and old, you're not going to be thought of as Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is a transcendent. He's a once in a lifetime. He's not once in a generation.
Sure.
The generation is only 25
Sure.
years. Floyd Mayweather is a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
fight.
Agreed.
And you might not ever see another guy that has his defense, but people don't realize when Floyd was at a lot of weight, Floyd was knocking people out.
Yeah.
Winner's pretty boy.
It was before he got his hands, he started messing up his hands, that he's like, I need to do what I need to do to win.
Floyd was a complete fighter that just altered what he needed to do to remain undefeated.
Go look at Floyd at 30 and 35.
Yeah.
Go look at Floyd at 40.
Yeah.
What he did.
Yeah. I know.
All I know is people didn't smother Floyd. They talking about, man, he got little he got pillar hands. Okay, why didn't people just rush in on him? Oh, damn. Okay. Now I don't want to do that no more. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just need your attention.
Hey, he was very sharp. Very sharp.
So appreciate it, bro.
Yo, yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the fight tomorrow
Catch
night.
up with you, all right?
Yep.
Appreciate you.
All right, well, good
Big
to
man.
see you, baby.
Good to see you,
Yes,
boss.
sir.
I seen you call.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead. I said I seen you call.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. All right, love. You know what I forgot? I forgot to challenge Shawn to a fight.
Ask him about the money he lost last night.
How much money?
I thought you was gonna win money back so you could pay me.
I did. I lost $200 last night.
So how you gonna pay me my money with it?
Because listen, I'm gonna get money tonight. My baby, she gonna give me some money tonight, and I'm gonna get your money
Why
back
she
tonight.
gonna give you money to lose? You already lost.
I know. But I'm just. It was only $200. It wasn't that bad.
So that could have paid down your debt.
So you want me to give you $200?
Nope. I want the whole thing. 5,900.
I try. Hey, you know what's so funny? A lot of people, they complain in the chat, why don't you pay Unc his money? They don't realize that I've been trying to pay you, but
No, you haven't been trying to pay me.
You refuse to do Apple Pay. You refuse to do Cash App.
I'm
you
right here
refuse
right
to
now.
do
I don't need Apple. I need Ocho Pay.
I know. I got my phone right here, and you tell me your PayPal, and I can send it
I
to
ain't
you.
got no pals. Pay ain't one of them. I ain't got no pals.
They don't want no money, man.
I do. How this man gonna tell me how he gonna pay me my money back?
I got every app on my phone. You give me your email. And
I ain't even got no phone. I lost my phone. I ain't got no phone.
See what I mean, Chad?
I'm a minimalist now. For the next week, I ain't gonna use a phone.
All right, I got you. Well, I'm gonna be at the blackjack table tonight. I'm gonna get your money back.
So in other words, they gonna get some more of my money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are. Okay.
No. And no, my baby I'm gonna use her money tonight. I used mine last night. So we swap days. Like
so
one day is my
tonight.
money, and tonight is her money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
appreciate that, twin.
When am I gonna get my money?
When you download the app, Apple Pay.
Ocho, I ain't got no Apple.
You got a phone?
No. I told you I turned my phones off.
So how you do the show and you ain't got no phone?
I was getting so much hate, man.
How you communicate with your producers and
they live right down the street from me. I go knock on the door.
Okay.
That's it.
You gonna get the new iPhone 17? You saw it's real thin too. You saw it? You saw it? The iPhone 17.
I can't even work the 16.
Yeah, you is bad with that.
Yeah,
you know they got classes at Apple. You can sit in on the class. They teach you how to work everything.
Well, I sat on this financial literacy class.
Yeah.
And they say, well, like when people owe you money, you need to collect it because the money is drawing interest in their bank account and not yours.
But listen, we in 2025, and technology is so far advanced. They made it easy for those that don't carry cash. You can make a transaction using the app that are on phones. There's a lot of them too.
I mean, you know, sometimes the bank be sending people money and they go spend that money, they end up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? They give you more, they put more money in your bank account than should be there, or your job send you an extra check that you're not supposed to have.
Right.
So I don't want to run that risk. I just want you to shoot me a cool 5,900.
Okay, I got you.
Going about my
Matter
way.
of fact, you know the casino got a cashiers.
Yeah, they got a cashier window.
I can use my credit card. Give me a little advance.
Yeah.
All right. We can work with that.
I would greatly appreciate it.
I got you.
And because I want to gamble.
Right. You gamble?
I do. But I just ain't got 5,900.
You want me to pay you so you can go lose the money? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, I want you to pay me my money, so if I choose to lose my money, I'm okay with losing.
Okay. I don't think that's smart. You just brought up the word financial literacy. If I'm going to pay you what I owe you and you're going to take that and go lose it and give it to the casino.
My money.
I know, but why would you give it to the house?
Easy.
All right. That's why I feel your money is better off with me because I ain't going to lose it.
And you not gonna pay me? It doesn't look like you gonna pay me either.
I'm gonna pay you. I'm definitely gonna pay you. I bet I win tonight. I'm gonna win tonight.
Oh.
I'm gonna win big tonight too. I can feel it.
You think so?
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it.
I don't know about that, Ocho.
Matter of fact, it's 800. What's the odds for the fight?
Plus 800 on Bud.
Shoot, so if Bud put us, if I bet 10,000, what I win? I get what, about 90?
Plus 800. I don't know how they calculate. Yeah,
Chat,
probably.
calculate that for me, chat. Plus 800. I put 10,000 on Bud. What I get back?
You win a lot.
Yeah.
You'll be able to pay me my money.
Right. I'll split the whole thing with you. Like that's the type of friend I am. I'll split the whole thing with you.
Well, consider you owe me 5,900 and you hadn't paid me that. The likelihood of you winning that sum of money and then giving me half of it is not very likely.
It's likely. It's likely because I've always been a man of my word.
I was supposed to have my money last year. You were supposed to pay me when we got to New Orleans.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
What happened?
I forgot.
How you forget you owe somebody $5,900?
Nah, I forget why I didn't pay you. I was going through some mental issues.
You going through what kind of issues?
Mental.
Oh.
Mental.
What we got? Nothing.
We rap.
Yeah, we get ready
chat,
to rap too.
We'll see y'all in a minute. Man, my daughter just texted me, Dad, start saving up. This is my dream car. What you call them cars, man? The fast ones that the rappers be driving.
Oh, that track out?
Yeah, man. Girl, you probably watching the show, baby. If you watching the show, let's focus on track. Let's focus on track. You get that NIL money at Kentucky, you'll be able to buy your own track hawk. They just sent me a track hawk.
Oh, well. Well, she said you got it. He got it. No, well, he going to be 5,900, so you might have to come up with that extra 5,900 because he owe me.
Who that?
You.
I got you tonight. I promise you.
You lost money last night.
I lost $200. That ain't no money. I mean, no disrespect. I mean, it's money, but it's not that is not that significant.
You lost $5,900 last year, and you haven't paid me yet.
Okay, I got you.
I'm just trying to figure out when I'm gonna get paid. That's all.
I got you.
I want to gamble. I want to go to a nice dinner. I mean, I want to go check out a show on the Strip.
Man, I'm going to a show tonight. Cosplay, Rat Pack, D. Martin, Frank Sinatra.
So you doing all this thing? You and your baby, y'all doing all this thing, and y'all owe me you won't pay me my money.
Nah.
All right.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
He's up.
Who?
Wrestling. Yeah. So no. So I can't go. So in other words, you and your lady get to go to a show.
Yeah.
But me and my people, we won't be able to go to a show.
Y'all can go.
How we gonna go? I ain't got no money.
You need to sit on it. Sit on it real quick. Whatever you do have, don't even spend no money right now. But I think it's important that my baby ain't never been to Vegas, so it's important that I have money to be able to introduce her to the things that Vegas has to offer. I don't club, so we go on to shows. Janet Jackson's here. We might check out Janet Jackson.
She's at Resorts World.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. She wants to go to the Spear. We probably just walk through, take a tour of that.
Yeah.
Take her to Caesar's Palace.
The shops at Caesar's?
Yeah. I tell you, we ain't gonna buy nothing. We gonna window shop, cause I ain't spending no money. But
I get all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do none of that. I can't go nowhere. I can't window shop.
Where do you want to go? You ain't been already. Think about that.
I mean, I just want to walk around. I just want to see what it feels like to have $5,900 in my pocket.
I feel you got it.
I don't know what that's like. It's been a long time since I actually had $5,900 in my pocket.
You shouldn't walk around with no cash anyway, especially in times like this. Yeah, that's not safe. You're not a rapper, cause why would you have $5,900 in cash anyway? You're not a rapper.
I mean, I just want a little money, Ocho.
I got you.
Walk by something and see, get a souvenir for my sister, my brother.
Yeah.
I just want to grab somebody get a couple of souvenirs.
I got you. Baby.
She say she ain't got nothing.
She got it.
No. She ain't got it. But this has been amazing. I mean, we had Triple H, we had Undertaker, we had Shawn Michaels, Sean Porter came on and joined us. We had the guys at 520. Man, it's been an amazing 2 days. The build up, I think this is her coming right here. The build up.
What's her name?
This is
Miss Flair. Oh.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Shannon Sharpe, nice to meet you.
Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Charlotte. Ocho, how you doing, Mama? You good?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm better now that I'm with you two.
I like it.
Well, welcome to Nightcap, normally Nightcap. So how have you been?
Good. Yeah.
Your dad.
I'm here instead of SmackDown,
Oh.
so you get the night off.
Yeah.
Look, everybody knows your famous father.
Who's that?
The Nature Boy.
The legend.
Growing up watching your father, is this what you always wanted to do?
No. I don't think growing up in the era that my dad wrestled and being an athlete and seeing like what the women were doing at that time, I wasn't like, oh, I could be like that.
Right.
They were just so glamorous and sometimes like in bikinis,
Right.
but whipped cream bikinis. It just wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't a dream of mine, but my little brother wanted to be just like my dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had a really bad drug addiction, so I thought if I started wrestling that we could wrestle together. And he ended up passing away, but now it's like I'm living both our dreams.
Right.
So I just thank him for having the guts to do it.
Right. So if wrestling wasn't your dream and it was a dream of your brother's, what would you have done if you didn't transition into wrestling?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think personal training or something
That's a
within
good
the
one.
sports realm.
That's a good one.
That's what I always played sports.
Right.
So.
Right.
something there.
That's dope.
You received a lot of online hate because you came back from an injury and you immediately got a title shot.
Yes.
And look, because everybody probably said you got fast track because you was Ric Flair's daughter, and so you probably always had to deal with hate because of your famous father, and you probably were able to deal with it a lot better than others. Not in the beginning, but as you got older because you had to deal with it for so long.
Kind of. Well, playing sports growing up, like, no one cared what you looked like.
Right.
And, like, also, if you were the best player, you were the best player. Or team captain or hardest worker in the room. Like, no one gave a shit. Excuse me. No one cared,
No, you
like,
can curse. You
who
curse.
your dad was. Like, they might have wooed at me, so, like, I was used to that. But being in the entertainment industry, that also, you know, it's sports and entertainment.
Right.
I just wasn't prepared for the online hate, dealing with like, why does she look like her dad? I don't know, I'm his daughter. Or like things like that. Like, I'm like, why is that like such a big deal?
Right.
But I definitely obviously got in the door easy because of my dad. But you don't do what I've done.
Yeah, you got to put the work in.
I did everything.
You put the work
like
in.
I've carved out my own path. But I still have that chip on my shoulder because it's like, no matter what you do, no matter how many firsts you've had or how many awards, accolades, or best match of the night, it's still like, oh, Ric Flair. So, but it's okay. Like, you need haters in this world, right?
Have you
If
been
you don't have haters, you got a problem.
Yeah. Have you been able to deal with that and navigate having the haters, regardless of the work and understanding?
Now I have.
Oh,
when
you're
I
good
first
now.
started, it was
It was
hard.
bothering
But
you?
I think
Okay.
it also propelled me to where I am today.
Right.
Like, it made me, like, I think, work that much harder.
You mentioned, like, when you was growing up and your dad, the women, it's not like now. You and Tori Wilson.
Yeah.
When I was
and the women definitely paved the way.
Yes.
They just weren't given the opportunity or the platform to show the world what they could do.
Right.
So they had to do all of that.
Yeah.
So we could do all of this. And I'm definitely aware of that.
Yeah, but the women, I grew up watching your dad very young age.
Yep.
You know, basically they were the fabulous Moolah.
Yes.
That was really the only
Yes.
big, and you know, you see one woman's match a month.
If
you
that,
were lucky.
if that,
If
yeah.
you were lucky.
They were just eye candy.
That was it.
Yeah.
And but now you guys, you know, you and Bianca Belair and all these and Sky, you guys get center stage. You guys,
We do. Yep.
You guys get main event. When you think about it, like, man, I got 20,000 people cheering.
Oh, I've had like 101,000 people at AT&T, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Charlotte.
I was the first main event at MetLife. No, I think for me, what's still like, I still can't believe I'm here is I can remember sitting front row when my dad wrestled Shawn in Orlando when he retired, and I was a fan of wrestling. Like, I was a fan of my dad, but I didn't really follow it. I didn't have a favorite superstar. I was like, oh, Sting, he's like super sexy, or like, you know, like Triple H or Randy Orton, but I didn't really follow it. So to be sitting front row and then seeing all these grown men crying over my dad retiring and all these woo signs, I was like, oh, my dad like means a lot to this business.
Right.
Like, I had no idea.
Right.
I think I was a little sheltered from it. So to know that little girl who sat, well, I wasn't little, I was in my early 20s, who sat and watched her father retire. I have now been on more manias. I'm main event mania. He didn't. Like, I have surpassed the things that he's done in the industry.
Yeah.
But also to be a part of the industry that he helped create, not knowing that this was like the path for me.
Right.
So that's what's like crazy. And it's all happened in 10 years.
Yeah, it's dope.
So like, you can just change the course of your life, like, if you put your mind to it. Like, I truly believe that.
When I had him on my show, I talked to him, and I asked him, did he want you to do it? He said, no, he tried to talk you out of it.
He did. Because it's a hard life. I mean, it's a lot different now, but it's just like the traveling, it's nonstop. We don't have an off season. You're away from your family. You're away from your kids. It's like, it takes a different kind of breed to do what we do.
Said that's what he told me. He said, Shannon, if you're single, it's perfect. You got no, you don't have a wife, you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have kids, you just to work out. He said, for me, I just work out, wrestle, on to the next. Wrestle, work out, on to the next. He says, but when you get a family, you have kids, it gets a little hard with the travel that you have to do. It's not like it was when he originally started, because he was telling me there were some days that
it was harder then than it is now. It was a lot harder.
He said, but he was wrestling 2, 3, 4 times in a day. Now you guys, you know, if you might wrestle once, maybe twice a week.
It is definitely more family oriented.
Yes.
It's I will say.
Right.
But it's still hard.
Yeah. It's the travel. It's being gone.
It's the travel and
You know, the fact that you guys are so busy, your schedule is so hectic.
Yeah.
You travel so many days out.
We don't have an off season. Unless you're injured, you don't have an off season. So when I tore my knee, that was the first injury in 8 years.
Right. So then now I'm thinking about outside of football, I have other interests. I have other hobbies that I really like. When do you ever have time to enjoy things that you like outside of wrestling?
Well, the business has evolved. So where before we were on the road 4 to 5 days a week, and now we don't have as many live event shows that aren't televised on the weekends. So really we just have SmackDown, Raw, and if we're overseas, we have like the bigger televised events like WrestlePalooza coming up September 20th. So we do have more time, but I think you just have to, if there's something that you're really passionate about, you have to set time aside for it.
Okay.
Oh, like Seth Rollins now being on the NFL Network. Like, that's so great for him. Like, he loves football.
Right.
He's able to find something else that he loves to do with wrestling. I know wrestling is his passion, but to see him doing that is really awesome.
That's dope.
Being reported WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Saudi.
Crazy, right?
Whoa.
I don't know what's more crazy, that it's in Saudi or that it's out of the United States.
Right.
That's what I mean by that. Like, it's always been our Super Bowl. It's been in the United States since, what, 1985? So now that it is
going
overseas, that's what makes it like,
and in
like
that country,
how global we are.
Yes.
Well, I think that for WWE, we've had so many shows there now for the last couple years. I feel like it is, I don't want to say home, but it is, you know, we wrestle there 3 or 4 times.
Right.
So to have a WrestleMania there, I could see it being a big deal because we've had Crown Jewel. We're going to have the Royal Rumble. But again, WrestleMania has been in the United States.
Right.
So that's, I think, that's how big the company has become, or World Wrestling Entertainment.
When you've been around this sport for a while now, and you see what Bianca Belair, what she's been able to accomplish. I mean, when you see what she's done, how did that make you feel? How proud are you of her?
Oh, when I saw her sitting at the press conference, I had no idea she had wrestled in Saudi 9 times. So when she came up to the main roster, she really, when I thought about it, I was like, oh, she's right. Like, she's been in almost every big show there. No, she's the EST for a reason, and she really is a role model inside and outside of the ring. Yeah, I was like, just proud sister sitting there watching her.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Do you like tag team? You like a partner, or you like solo?
Oh, personally, I like solo. I don't like sharing the spotlight, but I am in a tag team with the one person I don't mind sharing the spotlight with, and that's Alexa Bliss. And I'm having so much fun. She's great. She brings out definitely a different side of my character for TV, so it's great.
Oh yeah.
So how much longer? I mean, your dad, if your dad still had, if his body would hold up, your dad would still be wrestling.
Yeah.
Is this something that you like, okay, I got another 3 years, I got another 5 years. How much longer you want to go with this, Charlotte?
I don't know. I want kids one day. That's the thing. Like, I can do both, but it just depends on the time. Like, I don't know. Right now it's, what do I have coming up? NXT Homecoming Tuesday. We've got WrestlePalooza, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. So, like, the shows keep going. It's just whatever happens between now and 5 years.
If you were to have kids, are you coming back, or once you start that family, you're done?
I think wrestling's in my blood.
Yeah.
I don't know any different. Like, I love it, but I do want to be a mom. But I think Trish Stratus coming back and having all these one-offs, and she's 50, looks better than half the roster. Like, she's killing it. So I don't think that door will ever close. It's just, I do know I want to step away to have children, and when that time is.
So if that's, I just saw some wrestling couple. She's stepping away because she's having a baby. I forget who it was. I forget who.
My girl.
Yes.
Naomi.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Oh. Yes, I'm so happy for her. So she had the championship.
Yes.
And then
she had to relinquish.
She had to. Yes. But she'll definitely come back and win the title again.
Right. So
or take her title back that she never lost.
Right. So I mean, that means you'd have to be off at least a year, and you're going to need to probably, you know.
I couldn't manage on the side with a little baby bump.
I like
just
that.
Like waddle to the ring.
I like that. That's dope.
But so so in other words, you're going to be a lifer. You're a wrestling lifer. You'll do what Shawn Michaels does. You'll go down to NST, and then you'll teach the women to do what you do.
So here's the thing. I do believe when you are good at something, it doesn't mean that you're going to be a good coach.
Yes.
Wait, I'm not saying that I couldn't be a good coach because I do love it. But right now, what I like more is helping the girls inside the ring.
Right.
My mind isn't there yet to be like, oh, I have to be on the sidelines helping.
Right.
Like, I feel like right now it's more like, all right, you got to keep up with me.
Right.
Let me see what you got.
Right.
Like, that's the mentality. So I haven't like switched off yet to where what that looks like. Like Triple H has done an incredible job. Like going from what he meant in the ring to what he means now. And I'm just not there yet if that's something that I want to do.
How difficult is it? Because, this is entertainment, and you got a script, and you got to follow the script, and sometimes you might get injured, but, hey, it calls for 30 minutes. We got to give it 30 minutes, even if my back is hurting, my knee is hurting, my elbow, my shoulder.
That's life.
Yeah.
It's life. You just got to do it.
Have you ever been hurt early in a match and like, damn, I still got 30 minutes to kill?
So I've only been injured one time, but when I tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus, I finished the match. I didn't stop. What? But I think I injured myself more because my ego wouldn't let me stop. So I got injured like in the first 2 minutes, and I kept going, and I finished the 10-minute match. And I was still losing the match, but I still had to finish it. I was like, I am not stopping this match. But it was in front of the troops, so it was a tribute to the troops show, and I was like, these people give their lives for us, and I can't finish a silly wrestling match. So, like, I'm out there going, like, you just have to finish it. But if you go back and watch that match, like, I landed on my head. I landed on my, like, it was
ouch.
It was brutal to watch. Like, I needed to be stopped.
Did you know when you injured yourself, did you know you were injured?
By the end of it, I was like, I can't walk. Like, I could not walk. Like, I couldn't move.
So you understood how severe it was.
I did it well when like, the first ding, I was like, oh, that don't feel right.
Right.
And then when I fell off the top rope on my neck, I was like, oh my God, did I break my neck? And then like 20 seconds later, I could move, kept going. And then I did another signature move that I had, and it like, I don't know, I started the move, and the next thing you know, I was like flat on my face. But all the other things that I had to finish the match, I could use on one leg. But I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Something ain't right.
Something not right. Because I've never like.
You've never been injured before.
I've never been injured. Like broken noses, teeth knocked out, things like that. Exterior things, but not like interior.
Damn, Charlotte, you mean to tell me you was like, at the end of a match, you was like a jack-o'-lantern?
I was in Germany. Yes, and Carmella knocked my teeth out, and like and I'm like walking back. Actually, the referee Charles actually handed me two of the teeth. I was like, put them away.
But to see the excitement on your face, even though through the torn knee and the knocked out teeth, you can see the passion that you have for what you do. And that's why you're so good at what you do, because you don't look at this as an occupation. You don't look at this as a job. You enjoy doing what you do, so you don't see this as work. You see this as...
I wake up every day grateful. Yeah, like, you know how some people are like, oh, I got to go to work today. I'm like, oh, I don't work.
Right.
I love my job.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
Charlotte Flair, ladies and gentlemen, wrestling royalty.
Oh, yeah.
And she's on Nightcap or Daycap. Charlotte, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's it. Guys, thank you for watching Daycap. Ocho and I, we're off the rest of the day, but we got tomorrow night after, he ain't here. And we got, where?
Where'd Devin go? Right there.
No, I don't see.
He's here.
Oh, I thought we do.
Hey, we got.
Huh? Oh, okay. Okay.
Chad, we got Devin Haney. I'm getting ready to challenge him to a fight.
Lord have mercy. I thought I was done.
Chad, we got Devin Haney.
I thought I was done.
Hey, I'm gonna ask him what he wants.
I'm trying to figure out how I figured out. They said from 10 to 2, and here it is from 10 to. No, they said from 10 to 12, and now it's 10 to 2. Am I getting overtime pay? Am I getting compensated for this?
You're getting $5,900 for this.
Yeah.
Where you at?
I don't know where he's at.
Are we in the chair?
Okay, he's sitting. Oh, he's sitting down. There you go.
Devin!
Oh Lord, have he?
Let's spar.
He coming over here with short shorts on too. Him and Ocho.
We got the same shorts on.
I mean, they must have had a 2-for-1 sale. They had a 2-for-1 sale on shorts. Buy one pair, get the second pair free.
You want no smoke?
You good? Thank you for joining us.
What's that?
When I see you and tell you, hey, listen,
Yeah, hey.
we sparring.
Ask him what the first thing he said when I saw him yesterday.
I knew he was gonna hit me with it, so I had to tell him, hey, when we sparring.
Yeah. He
beat him to the punch.
He don't want no smoke.
I know he don't.
I'm a pro.
I know he don't.
Damn, tell him I done been in the ring with everybody. You know?
You have been in there.
I take it serious. You know?
I don't know about that, but
I take it serious. Now I'm getting ready to fight Andre Ward. Man, hey, Deb, I'm finna beat this nigga ass, Deb. Hold on. Let me take my glasses off so you can see my face. I'm not playing. Yeah.
I wish you the best, man.
Yeah,
I wish you the
appreciate
best in
that.
that.
I'm good.
Hey, don't look at me. Hey, I'm just cold.
You know what it is?
I'm just co-host.
I'm just a co-host.
You condoning this, man. You condoning this.
This fight, Canelo Crawford. You got two champs, undisputed champ at two different weight class, in two different divisions. In the 4-belt era, that's Bud, first male to do that. You got Canelo, who's the undisputed king of the super middleweight 168. You got a clash of the Titans. Somebody walking out there with some belts.
Man, Bud is my boy. I think if anybody can do it, it's him.
Right.
If anybody can do it right now, I think that is Bud, and that's what I'm rocking with. But I mean, is it an easy task? No.
Yeah. It's because everybody's asking, when Bud feels his power, how does Bud handle it? Okay. When Canelo feels Bud's power, how does he handle it? Does he like, oh, I can't just walk through this man? Or does he say, man, them little cake blows, I'm coming?
Yeah, I mean, that's the big question. You know, we want to see how Bud can hold up at 168. We seen Canelo go up to 175 and take guys' punches and knock out Kovalev, knock him out cold. So, but I just think that Bud is a different kind of fighter. I think that, you know, he's much more faster, much more, you know, got much more IQ. And like I said, if anybody can do it, I just think that Bud can do it.
Is this a situation that Canelo has never seen anybody other than Floyd when he was much younger to be able to put punches together, to have the ring IQ like a Bud Crawford? Like you said, we've seen him. Now, we know Canelo can take a punch because we saw him fight Triple G, and Triple G hit him with some shots. I don't even know how his head is still on his body. And he took it and kept coming. So can Bud, who's a natural welterweight, 147. He did fight one fight at junior middle.
He came from 135. Like me. That's like me going up and fighting Canelo at 168. I mean, like I said, will it be easy? No. But he has the size. He has the reach.
Yeah.
He got the IQ.
The mentality.
The mentality for sure. Now we got to see if he got the punch resistance. So.
How does he fight this fight? Caleb Plant told us yesterday he got to fight two ways, all the way in or all the way out.
100%.
He cannot be mid-range.
Caleb know what he's talking about. He got to fight that in or he got to be out.
Yeah.
I think that he's gonna have a lot of success on the in though.
Right.
I don't think that. I think, of course, Canelo's a great fighter, but I don't think Canelo is expecting him to be fighting on that in.
Right.
But he got to mix it up. He got to do both.
Right.
And like I said, we just got to see how his punch resistance is against a guy like Canelo.
Right.
That's the big question.
Because, you know, Canelo sit down on everything.
Yeah.
Canelo trying to get you up out of there.
But we seen his feet slow down.
Yes.
You know, he hasn't always had the fastest feet.
Yeah.
But we've seen him get even slower.
Slower.
I think that thing for me, obviously watching, being a huge boxing enthusiast and loving the game and kind of pouring into it a little bit, for me, the only thing I'm worried about come fight night, obviously, is Bud having to get Canelo's respect early. Yeah. Because all Mexican fighters, is one thing that we all know that they do, is they apply pressure. Yeah. If you don't gain their respect early in the fight, it's gonna be a long fucking night.
If you see Canelo against Charlo didn't do anything to gain his respect. So he just ran him around. He ran him from rope to rope to rope. Yeah. Bud has to get that respect.
And they Mexicans like to go to the body. They try to chop you down, try to take some of that, try to take some of your conditioning away from you with those body shots. And we know Canelo loves to work the body. But I just think that Bud has the IQ. And like you said, it's all about gaining that respect early, because if you don't have a man's respect, what do you have? He'll walk you down.
He gonna run you from post to post.
Yeah. And so Bud's gonna have to get that respect.
But you gotta
early.
watch out going to Bud body. Bud is a good counterpuncher. And
yeah.
Bud can punch. So.
And I think the thing is, Bud's a natural southpaw, but he has dynamite in his right hand also. Yeah. That's why he brought Boots Ennis in, because Boots fights a lot like Bud. Yeah. And so now he has an opportunity to prepare for what he's going to see on Saturday night. Now, whether or not, they have the same punching power, they have the same, the same ring IQ and things like that, that remains to be seen. Bud is a really, really smart fighter. He's the counter punches and the guys like a Bud, they're figuring it out. Okay, you're doing this. Okay. Now I'm locked in. I know what you want. I know what you want to do, and I know my best counter against what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So if you're in Bud's corner, what you telling Bud?
Go in there and get his respect. Use his jab. Fight that in or that out. I would be anxious to, after that first round, I would want to know how hard is he really punching, and that would tell it too of if I want to fight that in or
right.
How good of an inside fighter he is. Like I said, I just don't think that Canelo's feet are the same, and they weren't always great to begin with. They weren't great to begin. I just don't think that we seen in his last fight, the guy ran around the ring, but he couldn't cut off the ring.
Right.
A guy running, that's his fault, but also that's the opponent's fault, because he's supposed to cut off the ring.
Right.
Especially at the highest level. Yeah. So, can Canelo cut off the ring? We don't know. We seen it against Lara. He couldn't do it against Lara. Floyd didn't do much movement, but his speed gave him problems.
The question is, in the process of trying to cut off the ring, does he spend so much time trying to cut off the ring that he runs himself into something?
Yeah. And Bud got dynamite. He got dynamite in both hands.
Yeah,
so.
But
we got to see if his weight can carry up to 168 as well.
And the question is, Bud might be fine rounds 1, 2, and 3. Might be rounds 4, 5, and 6. But as we go deeper into the fight, if it gets to that, how well can he carry that 168?
I think both guys are more at their natural weight. I don't think that Canelo is that much bigger than Bud. I think they're both just fighting at their natural weight, and that's why I love this fight, because they both just two guys fighting at their natural weight and seeing who's just better. A lot of times we see one guy having weight problems, and that shows in the fight. But I think these guys both are fighting at more of their natural weight, and they're more evenly sized.
Right. So you think Canelo's natural walk around weight? What do you think Canelo's natural walk around weight? I'm saying probably 190, 95.
I say 190, yeah. I would say that.
You think the same for Bud?
I'd say Bud 185.
Yeah. And the thing is, Bud doesn't have to strip that last 21 to go to 47.
Man, that really matters.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it really matters. That really matters.
You don't think it matters? Try losing weight. Try that first 5 or 10 pounds might be easy.
And then fight him.
Yes.
That's the hardest part. You lose weight. Okay, anybody could go lose weight. Anybody go sit in the sauna for an hour and lose weight. Right. But actually being able to compete at the highest level after you lose that weight.
That's hard.
Let me ask you, when they refuel, They're gonna make weight. I believe everybody's gonna make weight, and let's just say everybody makes weight at 68. When they review, what you think Bud comes in at Saturday night? What you think Canelo comes in Saturday?
I think they come in around the same. I think
80.
Exactly. I say 80, 82.
You ain't start camp yet, huh?
No, I'm in pre-camp now, but I haven't
Pre-camp?
started actual camp.
I mean, obviously, I don't know how boxers approach it, but for us, obviously, we watch the game film on our opponents.
Yeah, of course.
And
yeah.
Ryan Norman Jr.
Yeah.
You know, have you been able to watch film on him yet, or do you not really watch film until you get into camp?
Yeah, no, of course. I was watching before we even announced the fight because
Okay.
I don't just take fights because
Yes,
I just want to. I gotta study a
Right,
guy and see where I could beat him and if it's the right stylistically fight for me.
Right.
And we've been watching them and we've been studying.
You ready?
Of course, yeah.
Because everybody talks.
If I'm not ready, we're gonna see you on November 22nd.
Yeah, we gonna find out.
You ready?
We're gonna find out.
No, but it's just like, you say, are you ready? Like, all right, if I say, yeah, I'm ready. Or if I say, no, I'm not ready, like, November 22nd, that's Judgment Day for me and him.
Yeah.
But I've been here before. I've been at the highest level. I've been, this is not my first rodeo. This is his first rodeo.
Right.
This is time to see if he's ready for the big stage.
Right.
What happened in the Garcia fight?
I've made mistakes in the fight, but PDs played a lot into it. I don't care. But you being an athlete,
Yeah.
you know what PDs can do for
It gives you an
a person.
advantage. It gives you an advantage no matter what.
Did in that fight, did you think, did you suspect, or wasn't until the drug test came back that you knew something? Could you tell there was something different about this young man? Because I think you fought him in the amateurs, right?
Yeah. No, we fought 6 times in the amateurs, and I didn't suspect nothing. I thought that the better man beat me that night, and that's what I said on that night. I said, hey, listen, the better man beat me. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, and maybe one day we can do it again. And that's what I thought. And before the fight, I didn't think that Ryan could beat me. And after the fight, I was hurt. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, how did I lose to a guy like Ryan Garcia?
Right.
I know that I'm 10 times better than this guy. And then when the drug test came out, and I seen that I wasn't on an even playing field, then I was like, that's when I wasn't okay with it. I'm okay with losing on an even playing field because it's part of it. It comes with it.
Yes.
We take that risk every time we step in the ring. That either you're gonna win or you're gonna lose. It is what it is, and I'm okay with losing. But I want it to be, I want it to be on an even playing field.
That's
all.
fair. Yeah. I like it.
So your money, you got to put something down on the wood. Canelo Crawford. Who you putting down on?
I'm putting it on Crawford. I'm putting the house on Crawford.
You think Crawford win by decision, or you think he can knock him out?
I think he win by decision. I mean,
Nobody's ever stopped him.
Yeah. We seen Canelo hurt early in his career. After that, we seen him fight the biggest punches, and we haven't seen him hurt.
Yeah.
But don't mean that it can't happen because it's boxing. One punch can change everything. But I think if Bud wins, it's gonna be decision for sure.
So should I bet that 10,000, or no? And I'll split it with you.
Nah, I want you to pay me my money first, and then you can bet what's left over. You can put what's left over, old Bud. Hey, Devin Haney.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much.
Thank y'all for having me.
All right, good luck. Hey, good luck November 20th.
Thank you.
Oh, bring me into camp.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Chad, you heard it here first. I'll be in Devin Haney camp preparing him for the fight November 22nd. It's on. Baby.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another episode of Day Cap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc Shannon Sharpe. This is my partner and co-host. That's Liberty City's own. That's Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. He's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for always tuning in and supporting Ocho and I. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow after the fight.
Tomorrow? The fight tomorrow? Today Thursday. Today Friday? Oh, baby, we got.
Bye. We'll see you guys tomorrow after the fight.
Damn. I ain't knew that.
Bye.